Oh no,
my
Sean, here we
grandma's
go. It's
stuff.
gonna be bad.
I started
All right.
recording. I'm just not even going to do an intro. There's no stopping this freight
trees.
train.
All right, my balcony.
It's gonna be bad.
My
I'm
balcony.
gonna.
My trims. My TV. My
What TV? Oh, there's a TV.
and then there's the Christmas tree.
Wow, Johnny, very nice.
And then I have out in the living room, kitchen, and all the other side.
You built.
It's beautiful.
You built
Now
it.
you know I'm alive.
You built it to the upstairs. I thought it was one. I remember the one floor apartment.
No, I have upstairs. See that stairwell?
Yeah.
It goes upstairs.
That's where my bedroom is, right, Johnny?
It's always there. Hasn't moved.
There we go.
Why did this move right here? It went to the right side. Why does it go to the right side? All right,
Hey,
whatever.
Johnny, what have you been cooking? What are you cooking?
I'm doing a lentil soup, and my kitty cat just ran away.
Que schifo.
Gypsy. Hey.
Lentil
Why are
soup.
you doing lentil soup? Are
On
you a
New Year's Eve,
vegetarian
you
all of
get
a sudden?
Chinese.
No. Lentil soup is always a tradition. You have to have a spoon of lentil soup. Not necessarily soup. It has to be lentils, and then a couple of grapes, and that's to ward off the whatever evil spirits and
What?
ward in the new year. So run after this pod, go get your grapes, any grapes,
And your lentils.
and go look up lentils, cooking lentils. All you need is garlic, onions, carrots, throw in the lentils, and then add a little bit of broth or white wine and let it cook down a little bit. Take a spoonful. That's it.
Now, where do the grapes come in? Where do you put the grapes in there?
It's just an Italian thing to do.
No, but you mix the grapes in with the lentils?
No.
No,
Eat it
that's
separately.
separate. That's an extra thing. So here you go. My Prosecco. I'm ready to go from Rocca's
Salute.
Beva. You see the label,
I'm
Rocca's
drinking
Beva?
water. I'm drinking aloe vera juice mixed with water.
You need to get a real job.
Well, it's 12 o'clock my time, so I'm not ready yet.
Hey, it's 8:10. I'm ready to go. Hey, we went downtown in the red zone. So
Red light district.
yeah, almost. Vicenza, of course. Italy went to red today, all the way till Sunday. And technically, you're only supposed to stay in your comune. So if you live in Vicenza, you stay in Vicenza Comune. If you live in Torri, you really can't come to Vicenza.
Wow.
If you live in Creazzo, you're in Creazzo. If you live in Caldogno, Caldogno. If you live in Sarmego, whatever. So anyway, very strict. So I decided last night, I went down with some teachers, and we decided to go to a bar to get a drink, thinking, okay, they're going to close down for today, so we'll all get drinks tomorrow night. Last night. Well, they had closed down already. So we ended up in two bars that said you could come in, get your drink, and go outside. Honey, we went in, got a drink, went outside. What? We went back in, got a drink, went outside. Went to the other bar, went in, got a drink, went outside. After 4 drinks later, I said, okay, it's 7 o'clock, let's head home. So I started walking back towards my car, and this first bar we were at, they were still open at 7 o'clock. They were supposed to close at 6. I got another drink and went home.
Wait, Johnny, one of my famous memories of you is when I came out to visit you in Italy, and I wasn't feeling well. I was like, seriously, had the flu or something. And do you remember this? You're like, you know what? You're going to have a vodka and orange juice. It gives you blood. Just drink. That was his response to anything. Gina, just drink. You'll be fine.
And you felt so much better.
And you know what? You're right. I did. We went to some bar. I was dancing all night, drinking vodka and orange juice.
We went to a gay bar.
We totally did. Sean, it was hilarious. I said, I would beg Johnny, can we please go to a straight club? Take me to a straight club.
She sang in the gay bar.
Go, girl.
She sang New York, New York.
I had all these naked men all over me. They're all gay. They weren't interested in me. They were interested.
Not me.
I'm telling you what you can't get.
Anyway.
I was so sick, but I did feel so much better that night. I got to tell you. Like that, Johnny knows.
We were there till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God, that was such a fun trip. That was hilarious.
Well, that was the trip you and I flew with British Airways.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was a
we were-
great one.
Yeah, we were going to get kicked off that plane. We were laughing. We were the goofiest people. I know.
We
Oh
kept
my
drinking and
gosh.
partying.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so listen, I have a whole bottle to go, so let's get started. What are we doing? What's going on?
I should ask my wife to bring me a bottle of champagne then here, just because.
We should.
If you didn't get
Start.
Prosecco, you're behind the schedule.
It's 8 o'clock
We're
somewhere.
going to be celebrating New Year's from Italy's midnight till Arizona midnight.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to the kitchen. I'm going to make my lentil soup. And then I'm going to make my regular lentils taste. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up and do the cioppino, the shrimp
Wow.
sausage cioppino.
You can come to my house and cook anytime.
I know that's right. And then
That's
my
one thing I do not do is cook.
my
I make
army
really
buds,
good salad. That's
Okay,
all
my
I can make.
my army buds are coming over. I think they want to come over later on. They're going around. I said, listen, get here before curfew at 10 o'clock. We have a curfew. We're not
Wow.
like you.
We kind of do.
No, you don't.
I don't think we do.
We don't have all that chaos that you guys have about the different levels and tiers and
Oh, no. Let me explain to you. If you're yellow, you can go between different regions. Like Vicenza can go all the way to Trento, Bolzano, if they're yellow, or Aviano. If you are orange or red, you cannot leave A. If you're orange, you can't leave the region, all Veneto. And if you're red, you really can't leave the comune of Vicenza. So I'm
Comune.
like, okay. So we've been pushing the limit tonight. And like the last week I went to Aviano because they were still yellow and we were yellow. I went shopping because we had some things there. And then after that came back. Now I pushed the limit today to see are the bars still open or not. And so I brought my own 2 bottles in my backpack. So I said to Trina, my teacher friend, yeah, Trina.
I
you
love
remember
Trina. I met
Yeah.
Trina.
So I said, Trina, listen, we got to do our New Year's toast because if we're not going to be out past 10 because we have to be at home at 10, let's do our toast. I said, so I coerced her. She went to shopping at 6:30. No, at 5 o'clock. And we met at 5:30. We went to one bar and they were open. So we had 2 Proseccos there. And
Oh
then
my
we went
gosh.
to the bar, they were closed. Then we went to my other teacher's friend who lives in downtown Vicenza. So he popped open 2 bottles of wine or Prosecco. And then the Army lieutenant came over that we know that hikes and does a lot of outdoor stuff and skis with us, came over. And so I invited him, listen, if you're alone, come on over. We're just going to camp out at the house. We'll eat, drink, party, and whatever. So he's thinking about it, which is no big deal. You know how big my house is. And
Yeah.
so we drank like almost 4.5 bottles of Proseccos. Okay. And I said, okay, I got to go home at 7 o'clock because I got a podcast at 8 o'clock. And I don't even know if I can get online.
good. You done good.
And
So I
here
have
you
another-
are.
So I have another Prosecco bottle ready for you.
I think he's only got Prosecco in his veins.
Now, remember, the best one is the Valdobbiadene. Look at it.
Hey,
Oh yeah, you had that before.
Valdobbiadene. Yes, you had it before.
Del Veneto forse, però no.
Treviso, out of Treviso.
Okay.
And so now it's the biggest thing to do is Valdobbiadene.
Nice.
Where is Jenny Pellerino? Why did you not get her?
Nobody can get her. She's
I tried.
She,
I know
Yeah.
you would try.
I get messages left and right.
Yeah.
Johnny, if anyone could get her on, it would be you. Because you are,
That'll be the
Pushy.
next
Good
podcast.
Johnny. You're the
I'm
godfather.
sure I'll do another podcast.
he is the
All right.
godfather.
So what? Because I'm the godfather. Dun, da, 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 da. Look, I put my red sweater. I almost had my my volleyball Cougar jacket on, but I said, nah, it's okay.
Oh,
Is that a
you
jacket
should
from
have.
what, 1970s, or is that the new contemporary 2020?
This is the new Roba de Capa.
Let me see it.
Roba of Kappa. See right there?
Ah.
Roba
Veneto
Kappa.
kids.
Red. Okay.
Where's
I got a-
where's it? Dov'è
I
il
got, a
Veneto?
great, I got a great deal last night. I went to the store. I turned in the 2 items that I couldn't get rid of during last Christmas. They gave me credit for like 30 euros. And then
Wow.
I bought 3 items, and 1 item is only €1. So She gave me like 94 euros off. I only paid 71 euros last night for 3 big
Johnny
items.
loves his deals. Johnny, remember when we'd go shopping? We'd go shopping and I'd hear Johnny from across the store. $9.99. Gina, look, $9.99.
We're shopping.
No, with Johnny,
my
you just
God,
gotta
it
go
cracked me
along.
up.
You may not know where you're going, but just go along. It'll be a good time.
Wait, I got the brand new premium Benetton shirts. Do you remember the one with the blue and white Benetton?
Right.
I got them.
You do?
They came back this year. I bought them for 25 euros.
Yeah, I remember that. You posted it on Facebook, and like a bunch of us were like, I want one. Where do I get it? Where do I get it?
Yeah, will you send us some?
Well, in the store, it was 25 when I bought them. And then when I went back, they were gone. I said, fuck.
No, but I went to Benetton's website and tried to see what I could.
No, they weren't on. They were in the stores.
I know, and that's the stuff that we want.
I know. I wrote them. I told them, I says, you guys are crazy. I'm surprised you actually came out with them.
I mean,
Anyway, all right. What are we doing? What's going on? What's happening? I ain't got time for all this.
We're doing. What do you mean? We're doing it.
This train already started. We're already
Yeah,
out.
this already started.
Well, you're not throwing all this out. You better.
Wait,
you
I
better-
would like to say something. Why is it in high school I got picked on so much for being an airhead?
Because
Do you remember
were.
that?
Because you were.
No, I really wasn't. I remember in track, I was jogging. I think Derek was on one side and somebody else, and they were like, "Oh, do you feel the draft?" Because I was. I got teased all the time about being an airhead, and I just wanted to bring that up and get it
In
out
a loving way, right?
In a loving way.
Right. They weren't trying to be mean to put you down. They were just they were intimidated
I
by
won't
your
say
beauty.
you were.
Right.
I'm just gonna say that you were maybe, let's say, naive.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's
And gullible. Some things never change.
I really think more naive is your suit, and it was fine.
Okay, that's fair.
It was fun. It was fun.
I remember, Gina, you were beautiful. So
Aw.
instant translation, intimidating to the rest of the studs in the school.
Oh, you're so sweet. Very sweet.
That's therapy 101 from Sean. There you go. Just here to level set.
Should we maybe, I don't know, say what's going on, what's happening right now?
We're just
What do you-
riffing. This is called riffing.
Okay, I'm
We're
gonna
off
riff-
the cuff.
So should
Yeah,
we-
we're well,
what's going on?
we are live. We are recording.
Okay, so I'm telling you, okay, so let me just start with me, then Gina can tell you where she's at in the world. All right, I graduated 1978,
There you
and
go.
my brothers
you?
graduated before me, so I'm a very long-standing Vicenza High School grad, and I'm always there for Vicenza High School. And I was lucky to get back to Vicenza to coach and be an Air Force captain and travel. And now I came full circle as a teacher back in Vicenza and coaching. And this year, 2019, we actually won the European Championship for girls volleyball.
Woo!
And the boys volleyball team took second place. So we did very well.
That's
Are you
awesome.
doing both?
Johnny, what are you teaching?
So now as a teacher at Vicenza High School back at home, I used to teach social studies, and now I teach PE, health and physical education and nutrition.
Okay.
And I
Prosecco.
do a lot. So that's it. And I'm and this year we
That's
coach-
high on the nutrition chart. Prosecco.
Yes.
If you have any problems, Prosecco.
right here. Done.
If you have any
Prosecco
aches
on
and
that.
pains in your elbows, drink some Prosecco.
Yeah, Prosecco.
Or at least for lunch. Have that. So
Oh my God.
this year, because of COVID, we had to like restrict our volleyball and coaching careers. So we ended up doing more of a virtual on-site athletic game stuff, like run 100 meters and who's the best times. You record that, and then whoever won wins. 300 meters, excuse me, 400 meters, and then 3,200. And we did all these big events. And so our girls took second in Europe, and our boys took third in Europe. So Vicenza did
awesome.
very well.
That's
Again,
awesome.
big schools. We're talking Stuttgart, Ramstein, the
Wow.
big schools that have like 1,600 kids. We're only like 320 20 kids.
Mm.
So we did very well.
That's awesome.
Side topic, talking about all the quarantine stuff. Is how is the vaccine being introduced into how's it getting to you in Vicenza, if at all?
So we've been on AFN waiting for it to come, and somehow or another it's here. We just got a link to register online on base for us to schedule an appointment to get the vaccine.
Okay.
I know another teacher friend of mine in Vilsec, Germany, just got his vaccine today, or yesterday, excuse me, in Vilsec, and only because he knew the general, but he's a teacher. So I guess we're frontline people.
Good. Oh, that's great.
That's good. So I'm going to go online after this and figure out when I'm going to register for this. I'll get the vaccine and we'll go from
What
there.
about the cittadini, Vicentini? I mean, is it a different world?
It just started. They just posted online that the vaccine's in the area. So I'm talking within, I think, between tomorrow and, well, obviously it's the 1st of January. So in the next week or so, people will start vaccinating. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's good to know. I mean, just curious, because I thought there'd be like a fork in the road. You'd be deciding I'm going to the Italian hospital or I'm waiting on the American hospital.
No, the Americans, we have our own on base. So technically we're teachers, so we should be following the American side. I can easily go downtown and get it on my own, but I'll figure it out as it tells. But we got the link.
Yeah. And you got a cat recently.
I hate him or her.
Well, I don't see you with the cat, Johnny. Why did you get a cat?
She's destroyed my leather chairs in the kitchen. She ended up pooing on the floor because she didn't realize she was still pooing, and she walked out of the kitchen and the poo fell on the floor. I said, "Oh, no, you didn't." Unbelievable. She wakes me up in the morning and she comes on my chest and goes boom, 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 boom. Yeah, she pretty much owns the house.
Love it. Love it. I mean, a cat is independent. It's an independent personality. It's not an undevoted, devout, loving, and dedicated to you. You're the greatest in the world dog, So I love that he has a cat. I love it. I mean, I love how he was showing us his bathroom, and the cat's like, "Hey, what are you doing over here?"
Not only that, she will tell you, and she'll wake up and she'll call me. She'll go, meow. And she'll call me and she'll talk to me.
Exactly. Talk back.
Meow back and forth. No joke. It's just like a meow session. This little shit went on to the balcony, my kitchen balcony, and is climbing through the trestles. And she almost went up on the roof. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that'll happen. Birds.
30 feet above.
She's going to come back with a bird. You're going to find a bird on the ground. She'll be like, look what I brought you.
Oh, a dead bird.
She's evil.
Just
in
for
your
you.
bed.
She's evil. Evil.
And then if you freak out, she's going to be like, oh, you want a bigger one? Okay, I'll get you another one.
All I gotta do is just request it and she'll do it. Too much fun.
Look what I got.
Oh, there we go.
It's
nice.
about time.
Yay.
You gotta tell her.
No,
It better
I have to
be
get
Aldo
some.
Biadine. You better read it. I don't see it.
That's
Gina,
a
go
good-
ahead. Go ahead, get some.
Sorry, I have to say
I'm
hi,
gonna-
Johnny.
Hey, hello.
How are
So
you?
does it
Hi,
say
Sean's
does
wife.
it say Valdo Biadine or what?
Yeah, this is Cougar Land is what we call it. Yeah.
My
Le
Christmas
Coquelin.
present.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah, I'll bring you in. I'll get you a membership free.
You better research Valdo Biadine.
Vialdo Biadine.
That's
Is that a
it.
new friend?
Did I say it right?
Gina, you could take a month off and come over here and do 2 weeks quarantine and go back to the States.
I would love that. Seriously.
Let's go. You got a house.
I know. Let's go. I got to do it. Hey, honey, I'm going to Italy.
We
Hey,
can't wait
love.
to visit. We can't wait to visit. So, I mean, Johnny, whatever you do, tell me
Let's-
if he is hiding, and if you're not there, or if you're-
Reunion at Johnny's house for sure.
It's big. I got 3 bedrooms plus the loft and any other. I could fit 13 people easily in beds, and then the rest in sleeping bags.
You've tried that, huh? 13 people in a bed, huh? That's nice of you.
Air mattresses. No, I counted all my
Love.
double beds, single beds.
Could you get me a glass of Prosecco, please? I'm yelling at my husband to bring me a glass of Prosecco.
Let me see Chad for a minute. I know he loves me.
He does love you. Chad, come here. Johnny wants to see you. Chad has been practicing the Cougar cheer, just so you know.
Which one? Which one? Give me a C. Give me an O. No, they don't have the cheer here in Vicenza anymore. I have to teach.
Aw, what?
We have a C that stands for Cougars. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
an O that stands for.
Stands for outstanding.
We
We
have
have
a
a U that stands for utmost.
We got a G
G
that
that.
for going all the way. We got an A that stands for all stars. We have an R that stands for royalty. We have an S that stands for story of the Cougar, of the glory Cougar.
Cougar team. Ready, honey? See you.
See you.
Yo,
Wait, here's Chad.
Who was the cheerleader?
Chad, do the cheer.
CRS.
Johnny, what's up?
Cougars. Chad, Valdo.
Johnny.
You have to do this bottle. Go find this bottle.
We don't have that bottle here.
But you have to find it. Take a picture because it's Valdo and then Valdo Biadine quickly right now. If you
Okay, he's gonna take a picture of it.
find
Okay.
it. No. Anything.
Or Le Cougar Land.
No. Is this the same?
Prosecco di Kirkland.
Hey, this. Oh, you guys, I have a Prosecco called Tickle Bump. Wait, put it up there. It's
Triple
from,
bump.
wait, where's the camera? Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Tickle. It's called Tickle Bump. It's
Yeah.
from some special place.
Yeah, not too special.
I've been to that club. I've been there.
Gina, is that the same house I was in?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Chad just painted though. Look how nice that is.
Nice
Lovely.
job, Chad.
The sex map is on
Put
the
some
floor.
red in there. You gotta put
What?
some red in there somewhere. Red.
There you go.
No, well, we're remodeling right now. We're redecorating.
Hey, red, white, and green. Italia colors.
All right, salute.
Salute. Chin,
Tangina, Vicendini, Chin
chin,
Chin.
chin to everybody.
Chin, chin.
And I'm gonna post some pictures of Vicenza downtown. They made a new
That's good.
a new whatever lights coming down from the tower. Very beautiful.
Wonderful.
That's
All right.
amazing. Gina, some background. Let's get some history. Let's squeeze you in here. You were there from when to when?
I had a very short life there, which is sad. Okay, I was there. I got to tell you, so we got there in the summer of 79, my sophomore year, right? Into my junior year. And I'll never forget this. I could have stayed to graduate there. I could have stayed with Nancy Generali. She so graciously offered for me to live with her for a year. And Dina, my sister, my little shithead sister, looked up at me. I'll never forget it. And she goes, "Don't stay. I'll miss you if you stay." And I felt so bad. I'm like, okay. And I didn't stay. And I went to stupid Fort Huachuca and I graduated horrible. I was depressed.
Yuck. I would have stayed.
All because of my sister.
Forget your sister.
My sister, a piece of crap.
I know that's right.
She gets a rebuttal somewhere on one of these podcasts.
Oh my gosh. So anyways, I could have stayed. But yeah, just my sophomore and junior year.
So just that impact alone, and we're talking a few decades later, here we
Yeah.
are talking about
Yeah.
Vicenza. The connection is strong with the Vicenza.
Very much. Like I don't go to my reunion. I don't think they even contact me where I went to high school, where I graduated from. Sierra
Oh,
Vista,
Johnny shows
in Fort
up.
Huachuca. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody knows. I was a nobody there.
But so Italy, are you connected to Italy any other way? Or is it like Kohut and Vicenza specifically or what?
Oh, she's connected to Kohut, all right.
Johnny, you're the only reason I'll go back to Vicenza. I mean it.
Me too.
It's the only reason why.
Me too.
Seriously, like it's just a whirlwind of its own. But like, I went back a couple of years ago with my wife, and it was just kind of like, let's just do another day in Venice, and then let's head back to Rome. Rome was amazing. Love Rome. I was in Rome with a couple of friends from my era, and some Italian friends. It was just awesome. It's Rome. So
Well, the problem was I wasn't here, so there's no reason to stay here much longer. You come and visit, say hi, hello. But
Yeah,
if you came when I was here, we would have taken you to places where we hang out and some
Yeah,
cool.
and we were on a tight time schedule too. I mean, we were, typical Americans packing it all in. Like, we're gonna go to Venice, Florence. We're gonna get all these places in 10 days. It's like it's not the style.
Wait, Johnny, do you remember our trip to Rome?
Oh,
Sean, we had Johnny's very, okay, we're going to do the Coliseum. All right, we're done. We got to go here. Oh, it was 1999. It was before New Year's, 2000.
Remember?
Do you
We
remember
went and saw my friend, Pasquale.
Yeah. It was all about being back in Vicenza in time to party. So we
Yes.
did, yeah. Andrea, did we go to Andrea, where your cousins live?
Yes,
Is
that was the best
yeah.
trip.
Yeah. That was such a neat trip. Oh my gosh.
Loved you. They thought
I loved them. They were so sweet.
Hey, Johnny,
Your aunt would grab my face. Oh, she was so sweet.
we were supposed to get married, remember?
I know. Hey, Sean, I was going to have Johnny's
Who?
baby.
Yes.
We had this connect. Johnny and I had a thing, right, Johnny? Like
Yep.
if I didn't get married by, I don't know what age I said, 30
40.
or something. I go, I will have your child.
So I held her to it.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Who did you say married? What? Who?
Yeah. And then,
Johnny, I told Johnny that if I wasn't going to be married by a certain age, that I wanted to have a child and I would have him be my sperm donor. And we were like, do you remember, Johnny? We're like, well, they'll be athletic because of you, And I said, yeah, they'll be funny like me.
well, they'll wear
talented.
fancy clothes, roba
could
de
dance.
capa. They'll know how to dance. They'll do it.
We had
So-
big plans, but it never came.
And then Chad showed up.
And then Chad showed up. Thanks,
Best
love.
dad.
Ever.
Yes, the best ever.
And I met
Johnny
him.
finally.
I liked him.
Johnny gave approval. He signed the
yeah.
papers. He said, "This
Right
is the
away.
man."
I
Right
thought
away, yeah.
I
I was
thought it-
43 when I got married, Sean. I was
I thought it
43 when I got married.
My mama had me at 43.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And look how I turned out. Lovely.
Wow. I was too afraid to have kids. I was 43. I was worried.
You look
So
lovely.
we decided not to.
Yeah, it's okay. You can adopt my kid.
Oh, it's too late for that. I'm 56. It's too late.
Oh, no, you're never 56. Remember, you're 27 in club years.
Yeah,
That's right.
but dedicating yourself to a newborn at that age, really?
I know. Can you imagine?
You need the
Well,
ability to
I just adopted the kitty cat, so hello.
very much the same, very identical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat, child,
You
cat.
might outlive me. So,
Yeah.
Gina, I'm serious. Chad, I'm sure, was in turmoil trying to meet me.
Yeah. Oh, he was so impressed with you. He loved you.
What? I didn't do anything.
The stories, the legends.
He's impressed with how you motivate people, your energy. He was like, oh my gosh. It's like
He
impressive.
never stops. Is that it?
Yeah. You are.
I took them out to clubbing one night and they never stopped. I was ready to go. We hit 3 clubs.
Chad and I are like 8 o'clock. It's time for bed. We can't stay up past 8 o'clock.
I said, no, we're going.
Johnny is a night. I don't know how you do it, Johnny. Prosecco? Is it the Prosecco and the lentils?
Yeah. I think I kept them out till like 10:30, 11 o'clock. And that was it. That was the biggest thing we ever did.
So
That one
fun.
night. Remember we went to the drag show?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
This was in Phoenix when you came out here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a trip, Sean. It was a trip.
It sounds like a common thing in New York City, but okay.
Yeah.
This
No, I
happened.
had to show them where the places were at.
The places.
This
These are
was
the
the
places.
place. Oh my God. That's
And
awesome.
before she knew Chad, I stayed with Gina downtown
Mhm.
at this one great little resort area she was at, and right down the street from Camelback, whatever the street
Oh, you
was.
remember that?
Oh,
Camelback.
of
That's
course.
a good
Remember
memory.
we stayed up and we went to
Yeah.
the pool and hung out, and you had that one bedroom and I stayed on the couch and we hung out. I took you out
Oh.
clubbing with me. We went to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And to
Amsterdam, Holland. Not
No, a club
Not-
named
not the
Amsterdam.
city.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
club called Amsterdam. It was fun. I tell you, I took Gina anywhere that I knew there was a scene going on.
What was the connection between the two of you and Vicenza back in the 2 years that Gina was there? Like
You know
Johnny,
what? Yeah, I was telling Sean earlier. All I know is that you would just come home for the summers and just like hang out when we would have cheerleading practice or whatever,
Yes.
DJ.
That's when I met you in cheerleading practice.
Okay, because
You
Sean
were-
doesn't remember DJ.
Yeah, you were on the bleachers doing cheerleading practice with Linda Seeley and whatever else girls, and then
Oh,
you were
yeah.
crazy as I was. And then eventually, when I would come home for Christmas and stuff, I helped you during that gymnastics thing.
What did you help with?
Well, you did your vault and flew over and over, rotated and slapped your head to the thing. I died. I almost peed in my pants.
I hated that thing. Oh my God.
So
was
I had
anyway,
to take one for the team. I had to do it for the team.
and then that was a great summer because I was able to drive my big old dad's station wagon. I drove everybody around with DJ and you and Linda Seeley and who else? Sue Cuddy and all the other people.
Aw.
And that was it. And that's how we got to know each other as well.
Yeah, he just grew on you from there. It was like an appendage after that.
Oh, yeah. No,
I can't get rid of him after that.
he was like the Vicenza recruiter for.
Totally.
I mean-
oh my God, he knows everyone. I
For-
mean,
In my era, we were like, okay, so volleyball became a sport for men or boys or whatever, and the story we did a podcast a while back here a couple months ago or whatever, and the question was to everybody was, how did you get on the team? And it was always that guy right there. Like somehow it's like, I don't know. He said, hey, do you want to play? And this is what we're going to do. Come on out. Let's go. And all of a sudden we had this team. And I mean, he recruited a really well-built, talented team. So.
Well, let me tell you how it happened. I would leave the Air Force Base at Dalmolin about 2:30 or so. General allowed me to work with the high school kids to do sports. I would come to the school during lunch or right after school, and I would like walk down the hallway and says, hey, you're tall. You should come out. Hey, you look like you're a volleyball player. And I would like entice them, and they said, I don't know anything about volleyball. I says, yeah, but we have all the girls. And so from there, the guys go, girls.
Travel with the girls.
bingo.
And then, of course, they had no clue what to do. And then from there, they just came out for volleyball, and we just got them going, and they ate it up.
Yeah.
Today, Jason Schaff, Tony Talik, Rick Rosa, the rest of the guys that I could still keep in contact with had no clue the volleyball was round.
No.
That's how bad it was.
What? It's round?
Yes. And they came out and they had a love time. They
We
just
had a
had a
great
wonderful time. So
Yeah. So and you've done that time and time again.
many sports.
Eventually, they realize you're a fixture at the school and the base, and here you are, full circle now. Teaching.
Yeah, really.
Your faculty. You're a Dodds teacher, right?
I'm sad. I was a senior class sponsor, volleyball coach for the girls, basketball coach girls, not cross country. I did soccer as well, girls and boys. And, I'm just happy to be there. And Vicenza is my home. I'll die here. Like I said,
Yeah.
I just bought my house. So I'm not moving anytime soon. So you got another 10 years here.
Gina.
Okay,
one
good.
sec. Gina, your face is like falling.
Oh,
out to-
it's
You're-
because I'm drinking too much. I'm like,
No,
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 you're not. Never
I'm-
seen.
I'm- Yeah, there you are. There you are. Front and center. I didn't want, in the middle, later you'll watch the podcast. Why didn't anybody say anything? I'm like, well, actually, no. Johnny's front and center. I'm front and center. There you are. So, yeah, Johnny, I mean, look, for me, since this whole pandemic, all we think about is going back to Italy. All we talk about. And there's
I
nothing
live here.
else. Yeah, I don't really, Disney, no, don't care. Somewhere
Yeah.
else, no, don't care. I want to go back to Italy, and that's it.
Hey, we're trying to go skiing
Now,
within another week and a half.
Araba.
Exactly. I already called up Evaldo Hotel, Malita, Sport
What's
Hotel.
Araba? Is that a ski resort?
Araba is a ski resort.
Oh,
Great
Used to
little
be the-
place that Vicenza used to go to all the time with the Doyles and some great people, Adams, and everybody used to go there.
Yeah, there was a
That
huge
is-
following. Drax, Solomon's, whatever.
Yes.
Everybody was there.
that
So-
is one sport you guys, I sucked at. I remember going on ski trips. I think Monty tried to teach me.
Class in the
And
snow?
Huh?
Did you have class in the snow?
I don't think it was called Class in the Snow. I just think we
no,
all
they-
did a trip there.
No,
But I was spent more time on my tuchus than anything.
you just need.
I
a good
suck.
coach.
I suck at skiing. I'm horrible at it. It's the downhill thing. It's going fast.
I teach you. So anyway, we're trying to go for Martin Luther King weekend, but they are not letting us know if they're open. Jess, you get that glass going. I have mine ready.
Jess.
Get some more. Dad, get some more.
Wait, I want to say also, I've kept in touch with Derek.
Oh,
I've seen Derek a lot. Do you know I was in his wedding?
Derek Gould?
Derek Gould. Yeah, I was at his wedding. And there was a joke that I was the best man because I went to the bachelor party. I was in the bachelor party. I had to keep those guys in line.
I wanted to go too.
Yes, you should have been there. It was in Georgia. It was so cool.
Hey, Nancy's in Verona right now.
Oh, she is? Does she still live in Malta?
Yeah, she's still in Malta. We were just there this summer in July.
Oh.
Mary, Sarah, and I went over to Malta for like 4 or 5 days. Had the best
Aw.
time. Right before they started getting COVID. They had no
Yeah.
COVID cases. We showed up, had the best time in Malta. Nancy picks us up. She has a bottle of Prosecco ready in the car
Of course.
out of the airport. Sarah, which is Mary's daughter, and myself and Mary Generelli started with Prosecco. And then we went to the beach. Then I went to my hotel, and then we had dinners. Oh, it was great 4 or 5 days.
Aw, how awesome.
And so she came back up to Verona, and Paul Generelli's there, and Nancy. I just saw Mary yesterday, and they're taking care of Dad, who is 94 years old. And
Wow.
we
Wait, Mr. Generali's 94?
94, Mr. Generelli. Bob
Is her
Generelli.
mom still living? Nancy's mom?
He is. Alma is 86, 87 maybe.
Wow.
Right there.
Oh my gosh. I would love to see Nancy.
While they're
You
there,
can do it on
go
Zoom.
back up there this week.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's call her right now. Get on the phone.
I don't know. She'll say hi.
If you're friends with her on Facebook, you can send her this link.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Well, you
true.
Send me the link for this podcast because everybody wants to know about us talking about Vicenza.
Word.
But we haven't talked about Vicenza. We talked about drinking.
Let's talk about Vicenza. What you want to talk about Vicenza?
What you
Well,
want?
you're the one who set up all these podcasts with all these people talking about me. I kept reading all my podcasts about my kids that I recruited in volleyball and stuff. That was very nice. I cried a lot.
Why did you cry?
What made you
Because I
cry?
was very emotional. All my students
Oh.
that finally
Oh.
Prosecco-y.
I love, you know what? Wait, Johnny, speaking of crying,
yeah.
do you remember the reunion? Wait, this is a good story. Okay. I think one of the first reunions I went to was in Denver.
Yes.
And Johnny wasn't there. I
Colorado
got there.
Springs.
Do you remember this, Johnny?
Colorado Springs.
Yes. Okay. Listen to this, Sean. So I get there and I see Charlie Crushy. And I went running up. Do you remember this, Johnny? I went running up to Charlie. I was like, oh my gosh. And he was like stoic and like, just like, so not like, don't even come near me.
He's
And
married.
I gave him, huh?
He was married.
Yes. But I'm like, so what? So his wife was there and he goes, Gina, I'm married. Like, hello, I can't pretend I'm happy to see you. And I'm like, I went to my room and I cried the entire night.
Oh,
Remember, I called you, Johnny. I'm like, ah.
Until I shut up.
so
And
not
then
nice.
I woke up the next morning, Sean. I had broken out in welts, like over, because I was crying so hard.
That's-
My eyes had swollen shut.
That's so,
I know, it's
people-
devastating.
yeah. People are.
But
awkward.
I mean, I get it. His wife was there, but I'm like, who cares? I mean,
So
we went to high school together. What the hell?
Exactly. He wasn't aware of how to do things. And then I showed up and said, hello, goodbye, let's go.
Yeah, he got me. No, I was like devastated in my room. Like, I just felt like crap. Like, what am I doing here? I have no one to talk to.
And I showed up like hours later.
Yeah. And then Johnny made it better.
The Godfather showed up.
The Godfather showed up.
That's how the song goes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you knew did you know Charlie Crushy? Sean, did you know him?
I know the name. I just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Tony,
we're
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
your era
Yeah.
was Robert or Peter. No. Charlie.
Yeah.
Isn't one of them over in Western Massachusetts?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that Charlie? Wasn't Charlie in Boston at one time?
Tony is
No?
now in either Georgia or Columbus, Ohio. That's Tony. And oh God, Joe is up in Buffalo. Robert is in New York City. And Peter is also on the East Coast as well. And Charlie, I don't know where Charlie went.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've kept with all the Crushies because I always text them when I come to New York City.
Yeah.
I try to meet up with Peter or Robert or Charlie or whoever's around. But anyway.
Yeah. I've run into a lot of people. Teddy and the Spittles lived in Virginia when I was there. So I hung out with Tammy. It was me, Tammy, and Melissa Archuleta. We would hang out a lot and back there.
Nice.
Gosh, I've run into a lot of people.
Johnny does a whirlwind tour every.
I do.
Oh yeah. Did you get the message? He's like, okay, people, I'm going to be here on this date. Who
Show
wants to
yourself.
come see Johnny?
That's the way to go. Hey, break your plans. You better make it happen. And I work a lot of trips. I try to come to Colorado. I mean, definitely to Charleston because I have to see my brother and his wife and the kids and my great niece. And Lucia is lovely. You know, Katie brought up Lucia. She's lovely. My great niece. And I'm Uncle Johnny. So I want to say great Uncle Johnny. I'm GUJ, great Uncle Johnny. I'm a good.
Aww.
We FaceTime a lot once a week, and she looks at me and she goes, ooh, 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 ooh. And I go, ooh, 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 back to her. And she's learning Italian. And I sent all these books, and my brothers, I told them, your job is to teach her every single word in the book because you didn't do a good job with your kids. You never made them teach Italian and stuff. This girl is going to know. Because she got to teach over my house. When I leave this earth, it's going to this kiddo. So we're going to have
Aww.
always my big house.
Aww.
So anyway,
So sweet.
yeah, I tried to schedule to see everybody. I went last summer. Well, not this 2020 summer, 2019 summer. I went all the way to Hawaii. I went halfway around the world.
Who's in Hawaii?
Well, I went to see Julie Rocco.
I don't know her.
I'm not sure you knew. Julie was after you. Julie Rocco, some other people, some Air Force friends. There's like 6, 7 people that I knew that were in Hawaii. And I said, you know what? I need to get away for 3 or 4 days for myself, get some sun.
Johnny loves his son. Sean, when I went out, do you remember?
Yeah.
We'd be
Oh my
laying out on
God.
his-
Yeah. Totally.
Him and his little Speedo.
Yeah.
I look good. And
You look good.
And Gina, don't say you didn't like going to Serenetta Hotel.
I love that hotel.
We had the best time drinking and just
Oh my
lounging by
gosh.
the pool.
Chad laughs at me because when we were there, I turned to Chad and I go, honey, can we move here? And he goes, wait, are you serious? I go, yeah, let's move here.
Move
I'm
where?
like, why not? Move to Vicenza.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
I was gonna get a job. Remember, Johnny, you took me to some
Yes!
dentist. I'm a hygienist. I was gonna work for some dentist.
When we went to Zurich, I could have slapped you. Said, "Are you kidding me?"
I know.
You
Johnny,
little-
okay.
little-
I was interviewing for a job in Zurich as a dental hygienist. So Johnny
Oh.
drove me to Zurich.
Wow.
And it was a horrifying experience because we sat with this dentist that I was interviewing with at a dinner table. They invited us out to dinner. and they're very stoic, very,
European.
oh my God. And we were drunk. We were like, ah! And then I'm like, oh, I can't work for a dentist who's like that. I can't accept this job. I would, oh my gosh.
And
Yeah.
so we drove back the same night.
We did.
We got back at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
We said hello,
I
goodbye.
forgot.
That's what I've been doing these days. Just watching. YouTube has like different parts of Italy or wherever you want to go, and it's just on a high resolution TV. It's just that you feel like you're there, just
Oh,
walking down the streets. I was in Positano in Venice yesterday. No commute.
yeah, I saw that.
Oh, like I missed that. I just missed
Yeah.
that. Man.
Well, we need to do, when this whole COVID crap is over, wouldn't that be fun to plan something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. You gotta imagine
Yes.
how chaotic is travel going to be when this thing is over? It's
That's
just,
what I'm wondering.
everybody's on vacation right away for like 3 months. Tourism goes through the roof.
I know.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Ah,
We're going to crash Johnny's pad.
Oh yeah.
well, I have plenty of room.
I know.
Hotel Johnny.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Pixie will keep you alive. My kitty cat. He's a
Yeah.
killer.
So this is interesting. So Gina, 2 years, Johnny, 20 decades, right? Just the amount of content that in Johnny's brain seems to still be crisp with the ability to carry and hold all memories. So
I know.
it's like, it's almost like a Jeopardy question. What happened in 1985
Right.
in the
I
summer?
had to
Yeah,
actually
I'm bad at that.
dates, Sean. I
What?
had to correct you on a few dates that you posted. I said, oh, no, that was the wrong date. This is and I still have my memory, baby.
Yes, you do. You do. I don't need to remember because you do. I just know defer to Johnny. Defer to Johnny. So what's it like being in Vicenza, like full circle, like serious, like, the same people aren't there. So like every whatever year or two, you're like recreating memories.
Right.
What's
The
that like?
possible last person that left is Cleta, our secretary. So she's still in contact with me, and we keep in contact with Mary Generelli, and everybody else that you possibly might have known is gone. It's done. There's
Oh,
nobody.
really?
Shula's gone. Lyndon's gone. Any of the old group is there. Teresa Carta is still around. I see Cleta all the time. We're trying to do bring back the old days of what up with Vicenza, the history of Vicenza High School. There's a thing going on for our, our yearbook that we're trying to bring back, all the good times of Vicenza High School. So that's in the mix. Some of the people on the yearbook class are trying to set that up. So I'm trying to get Cleta to, she knows where everyone's, buried. She has all the old stories of who's here.
Wow.
So that's always good. But we do get a lot of get-togethers. So in Vicenza now, I started up our group on Thursdays, where we do a Thursday get-together, where it's social club, Thursday social club, what we also call it a Thirsty Thursday.
Yes.
So any teacher who wants to hang out around 6 on, we'll meet at this bar downtown. We'll have some spritzers, drinks, and then we go to dinner somewhere in downtown Vicenza. So that's been going on for the last few years. That's a good thing. Our volleyball coaches, we get together on Tuesday nights, and we have that tradition. So Vicenza, we're trying to keep the tradition going of hanging out and doing things. So it is not dead. We do wonderful things. Of course, you know me, I like to do things. So I'm not sitting at home doing nothing.
No, never.
Never.
I can't imagine.
Not gonna happen. Only during this COVID shit.
Yeah. Do you think you'll come out to the States next summer, Johnny?
Oh, hello. I already booked my flight.
All right. Will you include Arizona in that?
Yeah, so here's the scoop. Let me tell you how funny this is. So I'm online right now looking at Delta, and I'm looking at, okay, I get out of school like June 15 or so. So I'll give me a week and a half or so to get things done in Italy. Let's say I leave Italy around June 23rd, 24th, and stay a whole month away so I can come back in case I still have to quarantine. I'll come
Oh.
back like August 1st. If school starts the 14th or so, 15th, I'm good to hook. I can get a business class ticket for 1,700 euros round trip.
Wait,
Ven-
what is that dollars? I don't know.
It's like $2,000. Business class.
Business
I can get a
class.
regular ticket for $900.
See what I mean? Johnny's really good at this whole.
So would you
So
take
I'm like,
thing.
really? I can go regular business class for $2,000 or a regular economy / premium economy for 1,300. Round trip for a month and a half. Hello, of course I'm going to do it. So I'm like looking
Why?
at, I'm ready to buy it because I said, I did not travel since last Christmas. I went
I
to
know.
Christmas, came back, and then COVID hit. So I didn't go
Yeah.
home. Summer, I didn't see my niece get my how do you call it? Not pro niece. In Italian, it's pro nipote. Great niece. That's what it is. It's great.
Oh.
My great niece, grow. And like going, she won't know who Gudge is.
Good.
Is that
You
you?
have to say, hey, are you Gudge?
Great
I said,
uncle.
"Yes, I'm your great Uncle Johnny.
Gudge.
All right. Well, when you come out, you have to give me a heads up.
So here's where I'm going. I'm going to definitely go to
New York.
South Carolina and see Charleston, Somerville. I want to go to Hawaii because I have friends there. Now I have to go at least to Phoenix,
Yes.
Denver for sure, and of course New York City. That's it. Those are my. And I really like Florida, so I might have to do Florida too.
What part of Florida?
Fort Lauderdale. I live there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
My middle name, Fort Lauderdale, and I do like New Orleans though. I party hard in New Orleans.
What?
Matter of fact, they have my name on the walls.
It doesn't surprise me.
I'm being funny.
It does not surprise me.
Anyway, so that's that. I don't know about Boston yet. I might go up to Boston because Sarah, Mary's daughter, Sarah, is in Boston. So we'll see.
Va bene. You got a place to stay if you're up here.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
but you're not in Boston. Where are you at, Joe Sean?
Suburbs, but that's like what part of Boston are you trying to get into?
I don't know. I like to go to Cape Cod.
Cape Cod's about an hour.
I've always wanted to go to Cape Cod.
Let's go to Provincetown, P-Town. Let's go party.
Sure. Now, P-Town's a blast.
I know that right. My middle name, P-Town.
P-Town, Johnny P-Town.
Wait, what's P-Town stand for?
Provincetown.
Oh,
The end of the world. It's on the end of the peninsula.
okay.
The best party town ever. Remember that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can tell you stories, Gina.
Really?
Oh, a lot.
Johnny can tell me stories.
Johnny has stories. I don't believe it.
Anyway, let's progress into what we got to talk about.
Let's talk. Bring it up.
Okay, let's now begin.
Yeah.
What do
now
you
I'm gonna
wanna
hit
know?
record.
What do you want to know?
I don't know.
So
Where have we been?
yeah. So I mean, I don't know, man. Johnny, it's so like we're talking decades, right? So. What are your recollections of Gina's era? Like, what were the happening things that you remember? Or did you only get there in the summer and that was it? Or
Summer
what?
and Christmases. That's it. I took care of all of them. I drove every one of them around to party and hang out and see the town and go traveling and stuff. And then really the only ones I've kept close contacts with was Gina, and now DJ resurfaced. At one point I saw Sue Cuddy and sometimes Franca Pilota. Now Diane Del Rosso is into the picture.
Oh,
And Jim, Chris Cavoli, he came to our graduation in Vicenza. So that's pretty cool.
That is
So,
really cool.
I mean,
yeah.
You know me, I will contact whoever. So if I go to a town or if I'm traveling, I send my big old thing out on Facebook. Hey, everybody, I'm coming. Be
Yeah.
ready.
Or Johnny will even tell me, he's like, hey, you need to look up Keiko Radcliffe. She lives here. You got to
Right.
hook up with Keiko. You remember that?
I don't
I saw-
understand
yeah.
how you people live in the same city. You don't even know these people live there.
John Radcliffe, Chris Summers. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a good collection of people
Hey,
there.
you know what's funny? We were in Panama. My parents were in Panama when I was in college, and I went home for Christmas. And I was at a party just because, you know, I'm home for Christmas and I meet these young people and they invited me over. And I hear someone say, Gina Lewis, is that you? And I turn and it's John Ratcliffe. John and Paul, their parents were stationed there. I thought that was so funny. So we hooked up and hung out. I ran into a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's always, isn't that wild?
Well,
It is. It's
you know,
great.
guys, I think it's just our Vicenza get together because you could be different eras like me. Obviously, I'm the oldest, I think,
All eras.
in our group. That as if you say Vicenza, at least you have something in common. You might not get along, but you could sit there for an hour or
Oh
so
yeah.
and chat about crap. Do
Or
you
if you-
remember, did you see the steeple? Did you do the lights? What did you guys do in that time frame? This, that, whatever. And you could spend an hour or two just talking to somebody you have never in 15, 20-year differences. But it's always fun to say, hey, I was from Vicenza. And that's always good.
Like, I have a lot of examples of that. Like one year I met Nick Finelli. I never went to school with him. He's way younger than me. Remember
Las
that?
Vegas.
Yeah,
Las
Las Vegas. So we hung out. One year, I think the Colorado Springs, I met Sam Adams. He was there. Never
I
knew him in
remember
school.
that one.
Huh?
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Inside stories instead.
Yeah.
We won't go there.
We won't go there.
That
He's
podcast
a
is not
piece of
podcastable.
crap. He was a piece of crap.
No way. Don't go there. Be nice. Anti-way.
Yeah. Anyways, gosh, lots of stories like that. You always have that common denominator, you know?
Vicenza.
Very cool. Mhm.
Johnny is the common denominator.
Well,
Yeah.
I am a little glue, and it's always nice to know. But, you know, when I meet up with everybody, I enjoy hanging out and bringing them back to earth about, hey, this is what happened back in the day, and this is what we used to do. And we always had a good time.
Yeah.
I won $500 at Las Vegas that night.
What?
This one.
We went to the Hard Rock Cafe, a casino in Las
Yep.
Vegas, across the street from our hotel, Gina. I made
Yeah.
about $500 that night.
I didn't remember that.
I do. It was in my
Were you
pocket.
playing? What were you playing? Craps?
Oh, we were doing blackjack and stuff. That was cool.
Oh my
I
God. That's
played-
one thing I've never been able to get into
Well,
is gamble. I
yeah.
like to go shopping instead. Right?
Yeah, well,
I
people
like to go shop.
kept helping me out, and it was good. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was a good time. But we had many reunions. I enjoyed the one in Denver. I enjoyed the one in Colorado Springs, Dallas. What's the other one we did? DC.
Wait, we were in Dallas? Was I there?
One of the first ones way back in 90s, 92.
Oh, I don't know if I did Dallas. I remember San Antonio. I think we did San Antonio twice.
Well, San Antonio was a big one. We did the Lazy River, remember?
Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
to go to that one. I remember
We sit
that.
around the Lazy
Aw,
River
you
for like
should've.
hours.
Yeah.
Hours.
Yes. I know.
All we did was drink beer.
I know. My butt cheeks were wrinkled from the water.
And then we were out there all
From
night.
sitting in the
Jay
inner
Jordan.
tube.
I remember Jay Jordan. He was there too.
Yes.
Yes.
Love Jay.
Yes. So too much fun. That was a good trip. And we're
Yeah.
gonna have to do another reunion. It's time.
I know it is time. It's been way too long.
It's been over 2 years now. No one's scheduled anything because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one going to be in North Carolina over the summer. And I almost signed up for that, but I'm glad I didn't because it would have been canceled
I
anyways.
think my brother went to it. Nothing
Oh,
great.
did he?
It was an older group, I think.
Yeah. I didn't
But-
recognize. Yeah.
Older meaning younger kids.
60s, 70s, early 70s.
That kind
Early
of-
70s. Oh, wow.
So, I mean, you know me, I'll go to any Vicenza reunion just to hang out.
Well, yeah, because you're where the party's at.
Okay.
Wherever Johnny is at, that's where the party's at.
That's all you gotta do.
That's all
I
you gotta
remember we
do.
went to DC one time and I was with Teddy and Nick Finelli and somebody else. And Teddy was being a dorkhead, really like drunk. And so I think Finelli and I just kept busting his chops. Rick Rosa was there too. And we were over there and we're like, oh, hey, I'm Ted Spittle. I'm like, he's all, I'm Ted Spittle. I'm good. I'm the best. So we kept like laughing so hard.
That's where that came from.
That's what it is. That's the fun.
Yeah, I remember you
That
guys
was-
making fun of that. I'm Ted Spittle.
I'm Ted Spittle. I'm important.
Oh my God. You got to get him on here, Sean. Have you
Oh.
done him already?
I think my brother had one with Teddy and a couple other guys. I don't.
Oh, okay.
recently, but
He's
yeah.
a riot. Teddy's
Yeah.
funny.
You know what though, Teddy, and I know the opposite side of that, right? You know, Teddy probably did all the administration and everything else to kind of coordinate, answer
Yeah.
everybody's effing questions about every effing thing there is.
Oh.
You know, where can they get daycare and so, you know, whatever. I'm just BSing, doing stuff. But you know, and again, Teddy's you know, one of the cornerstones of this Vicenza, you know,
Yes.
collective.
Uh-huh.
Wait for him to
He
talk to
started
me.
it.
Hey, I'm coming over.
Right, and Johnny and Teddy, I don't think ever really knew each other, or their waves in different times. And this
I know
wasn't
Teddy. I knew Teddy.
Teddy did the Vicenza website the first time before Facebook
Right.
existed. Got everybody people. That was like the first time you could connect with your friends from ever, you know, because we always never saw each other after you left, right? For good or
Yeah.
for bad.
Right.
And then, you know, he did that, and then what I think happened is that, you know, if you're the guy that's talking to the hotel and it sounds enticing, like, you know, if you get 30 people or you get this extra room or that room or, you know, a hall so you guys can dance and all that stuff, and then you also get all the shit, be it from the people coming in and who are, you know, not coming to be respectable, but to
Oh.
you know, find their way in some way, shape, or form, or come back and show who they are now. So I know he dealt with a lot of hell, and I think it came a point in time where the one thing I ever took from him was that he was always polite and never shared his grievances with anybody about probably the amount of duress that it goes to show putting it together, a reunion of multi-decades. And it's just I have a lot of respect for him because I would never put a reunion together. It's so easy for someone to, by chance, just throw it out there. Hey, let's have another reunion. Yeah, no. Ain't gonna happen.
Wait, I think Teddy was here a year or so ago because we hung out over at Geloso with Chris Barham.
Oh, somebody showed up, another Vicenza person. I don't know how that happened.
Who is this?
Some hippie.
Wait, is that Ricky Rosa?
No, that's Ricky
No?
Ortiz.
It's
Ricky Ortiz.
one of the Rickies.
One of the Rickies?
Ortiz, my boy.
Gina, he was one of my teammates in volleyball. And,
Oh, okay.
and
How'd he get on here? What happened?
Nice to meet you.
I don't know.
Ricky.
They're just letting anybody in. I don't know what happened.
Unbelievable.
So Gina, just some background. I mean, when we did the Vicenza boys volleyball podcast, and Johnny decided not to show up.
I mean, no one ever told me
Ooh, Johnny.
I would have done it, but it was very. You guys made me cry. I'm just gonna say. I read it. I saw it afterward.
Oops.
And if somebody would have made me know, hey, we're all getting on, I would have made a
beating you with a stick. I said it a million ways to Sunday, but it didn't matter. We're glad to share with you, and I'm glad you cried because that was the intent.
A lot.
So here's a fun story, Gina, background. Rick and I played and together for a couple of years, and then he had to carry the team. So
wait. Remember, Rick was only like 5 foot.
Now he's 10 feet tall.
Shortest shit.
Rick,
I've
don't take that
ever-
from him.
He's
It was
the
true.
shortest shit I've ever coached, but was the biggest.
Besides
person-
yourself.
But the biggest person ever on the team. I'm just telling you that.
Aw, that was really nice. That's a good compliment coming from Johnny Coconuts.
Rick, thanks for joining on short notice, instant notice. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know it means a lot to you too to be here. And you know, part of this is just what I was telling the story about was that we had a well-stacked team my junior senior year, and Rick, you were what, sophomore? behind?
Freshman, sophomore.
Okay, so like when class of '89 retired seniors, all of a sudden it was like a clean slate. It was almost Rick like was the only last person starter that was here left, and so he had it easy, not easy, but we had such an incredible team. We won our championship undefeated, 15 zip last final game in the championship. Like we just ruled the roost, and the next thing you know, he had a whole new season with nobody there. Like all the assumptions of team players together. He was like, I have to do all of this, all of this, all of this. And stepped it up. I mean, the guy must have been like multiplying himself by 3 to 5 times. I got to go back one of those winter breaks and see him play, but I could feel more his frustration or of angst of missing what we used to have, or that desire. So it was a rebuild year. The next year, nothing wrong with that, of course. And Johnny tried to put his magic out there. He had a good team, and I no insult to those guys. That I just had it easy because I had such great talent surrounding. And that's not about me, but you know, it was a great team. I just remember Rick in particular. I'm like, oh man, that sucks to be in that situation where you're like, how do we do this? Where are those like 4 guys that are super tall, can spike, kill, everything, you know, and run so well? Is that a fair rendition, Rick?
Yeah, it's pretty fair. Pretty fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rick, where do you live?
Excuse me?
Where do you live?
I live in Florida, Fleming Islands, just south of Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
What? When did you move to Florida?
Almost 3 years ago.
Why?
Work.
Okay, then. Are you out of the Marines or what?
Yeah, I retired. I retired from the Marine Corps, 22 years.
You're like 20 years old with long hair, you little shit.
Johnny wishes he can get back some of his hair.
Yes.
Right, Johnny?
And Gina, just so you know that over here, this boy is my godson. I'm his godfather.
Are you serious?
For real.
Yep.
Wait, you're Ricky's godfather?
Yeah. I've always had him on that corner.
Aww.
Mama and
That's
Dad
so
always
sweet.
yelled at me and says, "Talk to your godchild. He's a dork."
Wow.
He used
That
to do
is so
stupid shit.
awesome.
I always had to like bring him down and talk to him. So it's always,
Aw.
Sean, you should like click onto Brad or Jason's shop and see if they can come online and stuff.
I'll try that. I'll see what happens.
But,
Gina,
yeah.
I mean, in our
volleyball.
volleyball,
Ricky was one of my shortest kids, but probably one of the hardest workers I've ever had. You know what?
Wow.
I'll go one step further. The hardest worker I've ever had as a Hispanic kiddo. And in all my years of coaching, I have to say he gave it his all. Yeah. Yeah. I have to admit,
Aw.
he was one of my, I would say jump. He would not even question it. He would just jump.
Aw.
He was over a cliff. He would do it.
yeah. And you know what? Yeah.
Aw.
And to this day, he lives that lifestyle. It has made him into who he is today. Right, Rick?
That's true. Very true.
Wait, Johnny, so were you close with his mom or dad?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Mom
right?
worked,
Okay.
mom worked at the high school. Dad would meet up with us and they would come to the games. That was cool. They loved the, the big glamour of coming out on the court with our music and our routines and stuff. And we always would talk. And Ricky would yell at me all the time. No, I'm pissed off at my mom and dad, this, that, whatever. And I would have his mom come talk to me. And Ricky did this and that. Okay, let me talk to him. So I would like be the intermediary about things. And I would tell Ricky, listen, Chico, you need to talk to mom and dad. They want this and you want this. You can't do this. You got to be nicer. Let's talk about this. So I would always give him ideas of how to approach mom and dad. And it was a great honor when mom and dad said, could you be his godparent? I said, of course I would do that.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
going to tell you right now, Ricky, back in volleyball season, I'll say, I don't know if it was a senior year or junior year, he got hurt on the court in Notre Dame gym in Rome, still when Notre Dame would had a volleyball team. And he got hurt a little bit. And I was on the sidelines looking, and the assistant and the head coach technically was it Sanchez? Was it Sanchez, Ricky?
Was it Talich? No, yeah.
Maybe it was Talich. Yeah, it was Talich. And Sanchez was the girls coach. Because that year I coached girls and boys. So I was like, I worked with Talich for the boys, and I worked with Sanchez for the girls. So Ricky got hurt. And I looked at him, and he's looking at me, and he's like hurting on the sidelines and stuff. And I said, okay, maybe we should sub him out. And he looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, you better not take him out because he's never going to yell. He's going to yell at me the whole time on the court. He's okay. Let's see if he can handle it. And he just like jumped right up and started playing. And that was a year that we didn't have a great team, but we competed. We were great in Notre Dame. I think we took second to Milan. That was a big year. And it was tough because we didn't have anything. We had Leo, Roberts, and Blake. I think Blake played the next year or something like that. But anyway, we had nothing. And I was able to put together a team, and Ricky was the only one who actually led it. And I had to say that if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have a lot of things to going on. So,
Wow.
It was very impressive for a short shit.
So looks like somebody else just joined. No.
Yes,
camera.
Carl. Why can't we see his face?
He's shy. Very shy.
No, I thought Sean had to let me in here. Hold on a second. My bad.
I let you in. You're approved.
Carl.
No, I know. I was watching it. My bad. I just got to hit the little button to start video. It's not like I'm using these
There
things
he
to do all day.
is. Hi,
Oh,
Carl.
Gina, Johnny, two of my faves. How are you two?
How are you?
I'm doing
Now, I
good.
met Carl at the San Antonio reunion, right? Wasn't it San
And Fort
Antonio?
Lauderdale too, right?
Oh, Fort Lauderdale. Oh my gosh, I
Eh,
forgot
both
about
of them.
Fort Lauderdale. Yeah.
I think Fort Lauderdale was first.
Okay,
So-
yeah, you're right. I forgot
I
about
didn't go
the
to
Fort
Fort
Lauderdale.
Lauderdale.
Good to see you. What's
You
going
as
on?
well? Nothing much. I was just texting Sean Happy New Year, and he told me he was on with you guys and invited me to hop in real quick to say hi. So
Perfect.
like I said, I haven't seen you in forever, Johnny. I haven't been able to get up to New York when you're in town. To
I
visit
know
Jimmy
it's
or-
rough hanging
know.
out with Kenny and them.
It is.
Carl,
It's
where
really
do you
tough.
live?
I'm in St. Louis, but I used to travel a fair amount for work, and I would always, one summer I was like, forget that. I'll just go up there and visit anyway. It's an easy flight. It was you just
Yeah.
use miles or something. So we'd go hang out and spend a night or two in the city. It was great. So Johnny, that's all Johnny would ever be there for. So he would,
Yeah.
his trips all over the
I tried to
country
be
in
there
the
a few
summer.
more nights.
Carl, you got stuck playing for Johnny too, right?
No,
No, I didn't. I think I was there. I think during that interim period where I was not, where I don't think Johnny was a coach yet, or what is that? It's like 84 to 87. Johnny, I don't know if you were a coach at that point.
no, I was
Or
not.
if you were in the service. I think you're in the service, right?
I came back to Italy 87.
Okay, so that would be it. Yeah, I left the summer of 87. So I just missed you. Otherwise, I would have. Yeah,
We started boys volleyball 87.
I probably would have played. So
And how many people got recruited to go to Slippery Rock? Wasn't Slippery Rock sounded like a place to go and be?
Everybody went there. Hello.
That's true.
People that
I
drank
went last
Kool-Aid.
Christmas and I spent $400 buying all the stuff.
Well, you've achieved everything.
I have. I tried hard.
Rick, did you get the Slippery Rock treatment too? I forget.
Well, I did apply and I did get accepted. I never went. I went into the Marine Corps instead.
Better choice.
Got accepted?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
What, Johnny, you know the trustees, you're gonna like pull a
That's
full
okay.
year,
It's good that
scholarship?
he even thought about applying. That's good. But I love the fact that he went to the Marine Corps. So that was good. But
Nice.
see, I left in 92 and he was still there.
And you came back.
Not to Vicenza.
Oh, Slippery Rock. Sorry. I already
Yeah.
shifted back to Vicenza.
And so Ricky went on, and I saw Ricky. Ricky, when did I see you? Didn't I see you in Venice?
Venice of 94, I believe it was.
Yes. I was getting on, or he was getting off, or something, and we
Yeah,
looked at.
I was in the process of leaving, and you were just arriving.
Yeah, to go
and
to
you tried to get me to stay, but I was on a 96 Liberty Pass, and I had to get back because it was getting ready to expire.
Yeah, that was funny. It was like 2 minutes, like not even. I'm like, oh my god! It was like it was Carnivale.
Yeah.
And so I was partying. I just came into Venice to party. Good old Johnny. Hello.
Yeah, it was pretty wild because I remember I'm waiting for the train, and then off in the distance I hear that unique laugh that only could come from Johnny Kohut, and I turned, and sure enough it was him, and I remember running and basically tackling him, and he was like, "What the?" And then when he realized who I was, he just went crazy and just tried to get me to stay, but I was literally just minutes away from getting on the train and the train departing, so had to go.
It was rough. Because I could have worked something. I could have called his commander or something. I don't know. I think Gina got lost.
No, I'm here. I
Okay,
needed I needed a refill.
I have mine already. My Prosecco's going. It's John and
I think you're on your second bottle or
I don't
something.
think he's poured a second glass.
It's later for him. So
what's that Prosecco? Hello guys, it's time.
Yeah, it's looking a little
Guys.
light. I think you finished that.
Imagine if you own those vineyards right now. You're like, who's this guy representing us?
Sean,
Johnny, I
I'm
had some
sure, I thought for sure you'd get a hold of Brad McCoy or Jamie or Jason Schaff.
Yeah, I sent the invite. Schaff can't make it. Excuse me, Schaff is on a bike, can't make it.
bike?
Brad can't make it. And Jamie, Jenny, the same
I
story.
would have a little talk. When
Aw. I just tried Derek. He said he can't do it.
when I get off of this, I'm gonna bust chops tomorrow.
You need to do some serious busting.
Because
Okay,
I got
who
one-
else can we bust?
I wasn't going to recreate segment 2 of the volleyball.
Because
podcast.
I got the Prosecco going on right now.
Yeah, this is just kind of a, hey, this started as a Gina Johnny show, and I decided, I'm like, hey,
Multiplied.
let me bring a few randomly select people with no awareness of timing. It's New Year's Eve. They
Yeah.
might be available. So
All right, so real quick, it's like 9:15 p.m. here in Italy. Australia already had their New Year's Eve. And who else? I think something
He's
else.
giving us the rundown.
just keep walking all the way across.
It pops across the globe here in Vicenza. They like show that either India had it or some other Saudi Arabia. So we got another 3 hours. So as soon as we get off of this, I'm going to cook. Gotta get the lentils and the grapes ready, and
better
got-
throw them in the microwave because
Wait, tell Ricky and Carl about the lentil and grape thing. I don't know. I want to know if they've heard of this.
it's a New Year's tradition in Italy. You have to have lentils, a spoon of lentils for good luck, and you have to eat some grapes for good luck. And you have to also wear red.
Yeah, does grapes count with this?
Not.
Yeah.
And you have to wear red underwears for good luck,
What?
for good sex.
Are you serious? Wait, I
one
know
and the
you got
same.
yours on. Wait, Johnny, let's see your red underwear.
Going to
no, we
change.
don't.
I gotta go change after this.
No, we got to keep this clean. Keep it
Yeah.
clean.
A lot of kids still watch this.
It's always been clean. We haven't ever dirtied it yet.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Ricky, did your mom retire or dad? What's going on? I saw some things on Facebook.
Yeah, they're both retired. They're in San Antonio.
Okay. Well, at least they moved from, what are you drinking?
Little Bacardi and 7-Up.
Well, don't hide it. It's okay because I got my Prosecco going on right now. Hello, goodbye.
Carl, are you drinking?
You know, I didn't know this was that at a fair. Otherwise, I do have some Prosecco down in my fridge, and I'll go get it. I just have a little water. I mean,
Run.
I have some
We'll be here.
We'll go pop that
Why are
Carl
you
soda.
waiting?
I will go get.
Why
my-
are you
I'll go get
waiting
my
for
cocktail, be
Prosecco?
right
Go
back.
get it.
I will be
Go
right
get
back.
it.
Run.
Because
All
we
right.
are drunk right now. We are.
No, I'm not even drunk. I'm ready to go.
Just getting warmed up.
You're like the
I'll be
mustard
right
trying to
back.
catch up.
So-
Wait,
so
Johnny, do you
just-
remember that?
Okay. You're like the mustard.
So Johnny, I've thrown. Who's this? Okay.
Sorry, we're getting really ridiculous now.
No, it's fine. So Johnny, Jason Schaaf says hello.
Aw.
Yes.
I
Who
did
the hell
send
is-
an invite to other folks, same era, randomly. Let's see who shows up.
Well,
Um,
why isn't he getting on? What's wrong with him?
I don't know, Johnny. People still just don't know what they're supposed to do when Johnny calls.
It's time.
It is time.
So Johnny, come on, the tears. We just sat there and talked about you like it was in memoriam, wasn't it? In the volleyball podcast, Rick, right?
I saw the
Yeah.
podcast.
It might as well have been a tribute to Johnny.
It was very honorable. It made me feel good. I know I was a bastard as a coach. Even now, you should see me now coaching the girls team when we won the European Championship. Much more mellower. I don't know. Different approaches to things. I guess you grow into it. You learn new things. And I did cry just listening to all you guys
Aw.
talk about things. And I know it was hard in those days. It was a Bobby Knight era. It was like, hardcore and works, but you guys pulled it off. I was very impressed. I was happy to see the kids pull it together and they just sucked it up. I mean, I can't say much. It was all them. I was only giving them my, how to do
love the challenge. Johnny, you were a softie. You were, you think you were a tough bastard, whatever. Not at all. We stepped up to whatever challenge you threw at us. You'd like, okay, you're going to run the stairs in the high school, over near Mr. Ritchie's biology, chemistry, whatever, Chula too. We would run it. I'm like, this is great. And they said, okay, now you're going to do it with someone on your back. Okay, so Rick, get on Sean's back. So we're running up the stairs. This was all about powering our, legs up to be,
Wow.
jump and all that other stuff.
Yeah, that's when everybody wanted me to be their partner.
Rick, get over here, quick. But then
Johnny, I didn't have
when you
any
reversed
Prosecco.
it, the other way
I had
around, it wasn't
swallowed.
as much fun. Okay,
Let's
Rick, you
see
got
it,
me.
Carl.
I didn't have
Nice.
any Prosecco, but I had a Suave here. If you can see it, there it is.
Okay,
So
that
I was
counts.
good.
Little
Cheers.
beer can.
Suave.
All right.
Happy
Piano
New
Pie.
Year somewhere over in the world. Let's
Hey.
get 2020 out of here.
Hey, Brad, Piano Pond is good. It's a great little winery right here.
I know, I love it. So that's why.
We
yeah,
actually
try to get
have a Vicenza graduate who is back here as a sommelier and doing her master's into learning how to combine foods with drinks. And she's going to go to Piano Pond for a internship.
Oh, awesome. Who's that?
That's Katie Klotch.
Okay.
So you don't know her, but she's coming.
All right.
so-
That's excellent.
She's coming.
Well,
Yeah.
I know that because
Be
she's
ready.
already here. I already picked her up at the airport and brought her to the house in Piacenza.
That's
She's
it.
doing another master's.
It's funny you should say that. So if I picking her up at the airport, I remember Gina. Do you remember the first time we met? I was like, we were talking about going back to Vicenza. I said, I wouldn't even know where to go, what to do. And she goes, it's easy. You fly into the Venice airport, call Johnny Kohut. He'll come pick you up and he'll take you and you're fine. Those are like Gina's directions to get from the States to Vicenza.
And that's how it works.
That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it.
When
It didn't work when I tried that. No, I'm not in town.
Yeah.
Call
that-
Johnny. Just call Johnny.
Yes, I'll take care of that. We have this great
Aw.
places to go eat lunches and stuff. The truck.
Johnny knows it all. Yeah.
Hey, the shack, the big old shack, La Baraca, the best place to go.
Where
I would
did
bring
you
my
take?
kids over. So I want to bring the kids over. And obviously this year got cut, but it's on the
Yeah.
it's on the list, Johnny. So you beware.
Next year.
I'll be calling you.
Carl, how many children do you have? You have two?
No, well, last time you saw me, I said 3 now. So
You have three?
yeah, 4, 3. Yeah. So
Aw.
Oh,
What else
well.
are you gonna do in a pandemic? No.
yeah, exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
No, he's 8. I mean, I haven't seen Gina in a long time. So yeah, it's like my
Long
youngest
time.
one's 8. So yeah.
Yeah, you weren't
was
even married, I don't think. When
No,
That's
married. I think I got married in between the 2 reunions or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh,
Or maybe
okay.
you're right. I wasn't. I can't remember. So it was one of the 2.
Okay. Okay.
Forget the year. So.
Aw. So
Yeah.
3 kids, what are their ages?
So that was with the current wife, and actually I have one with my first wife, so it's at 4 in total. I don't want to forget that because I thought you were only
Okay.
talking about with Misty, who's my current ex-wife. So my oldest is 19, and then with my current wife, I have a 13-year-old girl, a 10-year-old boy, and an 8-year-old boy.
Wow.
So I'm busy
Oh my
as you
God.
know what. So
I can't even imagine.
yeah, it's
Man.
Now,
It's
how
a
old are you?
Let's get
You're
a
younger
kid
than me.
together.
yeah.
Wait, Carl, how old are you?
I'm 47.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
young,
only
young
42
pup.
in club years.
Yeah, that I did that. I thought of that. I think I was talking
I
with
love
Jenny
when
or something
Johnny
like that,
says
and she
that.
said my birthday goes, that's a Johnny in club years. I've reached Johnny's age in club years. Is exactly what I said.
It works.
It really does. I love that.
It works.
Now,
They
now,
never
Gina, can you still do the
question
split?
club years.
Gina, can you
What?
still do the splits?
I don't know. Let me see.
What?
Oh God.
Wait, is there someone there to help you up?
Oh, I think I pulled something. I can do this.
I'm dying.
Oh,
Are you sitting
Lord.
down or laying on your back?
No, I'm sitting
Headstand.
down.
Okay.
Guys, you're killing Ricky. Come on now.
Sorry. Okay.
Ricky, how old are you? Are you the youngest in the bunch? Oh no, you're Sean's age.
No, he's
Yeah,
young.
I'm 47, I think.
Oh, Sean,
I'm
you're going to be
35.
50, you said, right?
35. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
Forever.
okay. 30.
If you're 35, I'm 25.
I tell everybody 37, but I'm really 47.
I
Those
believe it.
young bucks.
I know all these young puppies. Okay, kids, I'm actually 60, but don't go there.
Yep.
Are you 60?
I saw the pictures for your birthday. They were awesome with the cake and what the people did. Was it in Yazelo? Was it?
No,
No,
it's-
well, we did a party at Yazelo, and that was great. We had like 12 people there. Great, beautiful resort. We did a party at the Villa Taki, and I had like 22 people there. And that was like €1,000. We had big dinners and the pool and the antipastas.
That's awesome.
It was lovely. So that was a good one.
You don't get that here much. You don't get that like kickback. Oh, hey, look, somebody else just joined.
Wow. Woohoo.
Who?
I don't know. Matthew. His name's Matthew?
His name is Matthew. A
Mattel,
little
what the
birdie
hell
told me
you
to jump
doing?
on.
Where are you at?
He looks like he's
Jamie.
on the beach.
Well,
I'm
he's
on the
probably in
beach.
Brazil.
I'm in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Nice.
Una bella
Oh my
vita,
God.
no.
Hey, un buon prosecco is always good. I have
gonna
to
be
go
where
bottle
Matthew's
Say
at.
hello to the
What the
Vicentini.
hell?
Thanks for coming on, Skip.
Wow, Johnny.
Have
Johnny,
a
that's the
Prosecco.
second bottle.
Anything,
I was just
anything for the podcast.
That's the
Yes.
second bottle on the podcast, not the first bottle when we started.
So Matthew, what
Buon
class
anno,
are you?
everybody.
Buon anno.
Buonanno.
What class are you at, Matthew?
I was in 1990.
Wow. I graduated from college in 1990. That's awesome.
Vicenza. The
Yep.
connection.
Vicenza. Yeah. One together.
We are all one. Matthew, you're just rubbing it in, aren't you?
Beautiful.
Right?
Totally. Are you rollerblading right now?
like-
what are you
I'm
doing?
like,
Looks like you're
please.
gliding.
Please, somebody call me. Somebody call me to jump on a podcast.
He's on the beach.
You know,
I'm at the beach.
in many ways, trying to get to Johnny in the different years, every year has loads of stories. Every day has
Right.
loads of stories. In one day, you could be talking about volleyball achievements, and then that night you're going out downtown Vicenza, and then you're going out to the Nord-Est or the Palladium. It just never ends with Johnny. You're always on the go.
I was going to say, you may be older than us,
Absolutely.
Johnny, but I can never keep up with you.
Sorry.
I
And
can
you know
never
what?
keep up with you, man.
It's still the
You're 13
same.
years
It's still
old.
the same when Johnny comes to visit.
Yep.
Yes.
I got a rest
Hey.
cup before and after.
Hey, Johnny, do you remember when we did a volleyball trip to Rome? It had nothing to do with the school. It was like a little tournament that I guess you put on, and we went down to Rome for a
That was the
weekend.
All-Stars. All-Stars. Yeah, we played in the
was in-
AOSR gym.
AOSR, right? AOSR, yeah.
Mhm.
It was all the All-Stars. So any kid who wanted to come down to play, we had a great time. We were so bad. I tell you, we went to the bars. I was the baddest coach ever. I was the worst ever sponsor.
You're the best.
No, that was.
Yeah, it sounds like you're the best.
mean?
Exactly.
We went down there and they loved us. And all the kids, they brought us to the bars. They closed the bar down and we were inside drinking and partying. It was bad.
Oh, you're so bad.
Not I, never I.
No, Johnny, never your fault.
No.
Kids had a great time. That was one of the. We went down by train, and
Yep.
we had a great time. It was like an all-star tournament.
Johnny showed up with the Toyota Tercel, I think it was. The car
No,
was
it
like
was in the Acura.
no.
What?
Back in 88, 89. The car was like the size of a Cinquecento, like really room for two people. And yet there we were packing an entire volleyball team into it. Like, Johnny, we can't fit this car. There was like somebody on the floor with all the feet. There was somebody just on across everybody's legs. There's probably like two heads outside of the windows. We still made it. I don't know if we drove from like the base to the Nord-Est that way, but
That's
we
awesome.
are in.
It was probably my Hyundai or somebody.
Yes, Hyundai. There you go.
Didn't we fit like 20 people in there?
I don't know about 20, but definitely more
That
than
is
5 or
awesome,
6.
you guys.
More than 5 or 6. And one of the big prerequisites to actually be on the team or hang out was to learn how to dance.
Of
And-
course.
Yeah, and they had to do the Palladium special with their head jerk. 1, 1, 2, 3.
It was this? Was it this?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was funny. And they had the best time. Those days, it wasn't a big issue about, an adult or the kids or drinking or not. It was more make sure they were safe. That was it. I had more parents that like, as soon as you told them, I'm over at Johnny's watching volleyball pictures, they said, okay, it's cool. Nowadays, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Don't think so.
Yeah, right. Man,
I could never say, hey, I got the whole volleyball team crashing in my house.
exactly.
We just got back from the club.
Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
You would have to have like 2 or 3 people here as adults as supervising, making sure it's legit.
Yeah.
In those days, I was just like, okay, guys, crash. I'm going out drinking. And I would go out with Lorenzo, and hang out with the Air Force buds. And I'd come home and they were like all crashed already.
Yep. I was telling Gina that story that the next morning after that Saturday, volleyball games during the day, then Nord-Est at night and stuff. And then everybody ate Johnny out of the house. Literally.
I was wondering.
I think Rick, you might have been on the couch in the living room with the can of beans, like kidney beans, and you're like, "That's what you got to eat on a Sunday morning."
That is so sad.
Like, Johnny, you don't have any more food. You got anything else? We need more food.
You didn't feed your
Everything.
people.
You got, you're like looking at stuff in a fridge that you're like, I don't know what that is, but I'm hungry.
Is that edible?
It wasn't too bad. I could always cook pasta and sauce.
Hey, your bolognese sauce is really good.
the best.
The best, absolutely. It was really good.
Kip, Johnny's talking about going to Araba.
Skiing. Baby. We're going skiing.
True story today. I looked at a picture of me, Johnny Kohut, and Hank up at Madonna del Campiglio
Nice.
when the
Yes.
wall came down in 1989. I randomly popped up in my feed. So
Aw.
you should go to Araba.
We're trying,
Those are good times.
but everything's like locked up yet. We're still trying to figure out if Italy's going to let us have ski resorts open.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Here I am. See, I'm being
Yeah.
rude. I'm down here
It's-
breaking
we
quarantine.
feel your sentiments. Yeah, we can see the pain in your face.
Yeah, Matthew, what's the
There's no
what's the COVID
quarantine here.
situation? What's the COVID
The
situation there, Matthew? You guys have
I mean, everyone's masked up when you're not at the beach, but it's COVID friendly. There's no quarantine period. You can come here and enjoy yourself.
Do you have to take a
Things
test
are
before
pretty
you
much
go?
on lockdown.
Do you have to take a test before getting
But
there?
if you're at the beach, it's not that bad.
Do you have to test
I'm
before
trying
you
to
go?
be responsible. No.
Okay, that's good.
You have
A lot
to
of those
spread.
islands you do.
You
I
have to
think-
spread
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
know.
I think they opened up. They were like, everybody come here. We'll make it easy for you.
What about ganja? You got to push a lot of ganja smoke, kind of protect yourself.
Now
from-
you gotta bring your own. It's bring your own, Sean.
Oh, okay.
Now,
He's
Good to
in
know.
Dominican, not
Wow.
Jamaica.
let me tell you about
He's cigars there.
That's it. Tell them.
That's
You
right.
should have one right now in hand.
Bring it a good one. You said one is just walking around with one. You don't light it, just for the look.
Let me just say that I busted on Matt a lot of times up in Araba.
For what?
I always go ahead.
And he'll attest to it because I jumped on top of him on his bed in the room with the Draculiches and all the other people, and I busted his chops. I slapped him in the face about smoking and all that shit. In Araba,
Wow.
I remember those days.
Horrible.
Horrible.
It was the older kids.
Yes.
I
But
blame
I
my
mean-
older brothers.
Yeah. And I impressed upon him, says, bitch, you better get it together.
That's everybody. I'm gonna blame them all. Sam Adams, Kyle Abbott, Andrew, Jonathan, Tesco, all the old people.
I agree.
Yeah.
It was
Throw them all under the bus.
That's right.
all their fault.
You
I
need-
agree.
Beautiful. I'm gonna go back to the beach. I love you all.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for saying
Nice
hi.
to
See
meet you.
Happy New Year, bon anno, Matt.
Enjoy.
you next year,
Ciao,
bud.
ciao.
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 How funny is that? Was he skateboarding? What? He was just gliding along. What
He
was
was
that?
on the beach.
He's
He's
in
maybe getting ready to
Sandhill.
pair some- I think he's just walking
He's in
around with a
Sandhill.
phone.
He's rollerblading.
No rollerblading. He's going out to the beach to surf.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Exactly.
Good.
Parasail.
God, that looks nice, doesn't it?
I want to go there too.
I do too. I've never been there. Have you guys been there ever?
Not to Dominican. I've been to some of the other islands, but not Dominican
Okay,
on the list.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Gina, you and me, let's go.
let's do it. Get
Hey,
that speedo.
Hey, let's go to Cuba.
Cuba. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I can do it. I'm ready. Hey, as soon as school lets out on the 14th of June, don't talk to me. I'm leaving. I'm coming to USA because there's no restriction in USA.
I
Right.
can't see Johnny teaching.
And Johnny, are you teaching at Vicenza?
Hello? What's the first clue?
Dream come true. What do
No,
you
no,
teach?
I'll ask the same question. Are you teaching?
Health PE. I guess it says it right there. 9th through 12th health PE. Never mind. I know the answer.
All right, kiddos, let me tell you about life. So, somehow or another, I got
I need to get another.
the job to come to Vicenza on a
Yep.
compassionate transfer. My mom and dad here in Vicenza, 2013. I was in Stuttgart, Germany. So I come down and I've been here ever since 2013. I teach history, physical education, health, nutrition, and that's it. And I coach volleyball, basketball, and soccer. So I do it all.
What? You do soccer?
Nice.
I didn't know you knew how to play soccer.
I know how to kick the ball.
Probably teaching him how to set the ball. He's probably
Yeah.
like, bump, set, spike.
But we're good. I do well. So yes, I am Vicenza, big circle all the way around. When I was born, raised, went to Vicenza High School. The kids love it when I tell them, I went to high school here from 1st grade to 12th grade. And they look at me like, what? And they are building a new school in Villaggio. They already built the elementary, middle school there and the child development center. They took care of all the officers' quarters. They leveled them down, that one-story buildings.
Yep. Look, I saw that on Google Earth. I was like, I used to live there. Now it's like a parking lot for the school.
Done.
School or
They're
something.
gone.
Yeah.
And they just
Wow.
leveled the rest of the stuff. And they're now starting to build the high school there. They started in October. So they've already had walls going up. They're saying 2022.
Where's the
Wow.
Where's the
Wow.
school going to be? Where, like in relation to Villaggio?
In Villaggio, right next
like-
to the middle school.
Next to where?
Middle school.
Okay. So right next. Okay. So yeah, that back area. Yeah. But it's back towards where the port.
It used to be
It's
all
back towards where
Get
the
every
cornfield
drop.
was, right?
I think you missed a drop, Sean.
I saw
Yeah.
it. Yeah, no, Sean. Just hook it up to your vein. It'll go
Yeah.
faster. You got one more to go to catch up to Johnny.
You better get that. Hey, my bottle's still going. I still got some
You
more.
got one more bottle to go. Just Sean.
Brad, you're late. You're late to the party, baby.
I'm catching up, man. I'm catching up. We're trying.
Okay. I gotta go.
You guys crack me up.
He just called you Brad. I bet
Yeah,
you-
that's all right.
Oh,
It's
nice.
the second bottle. He can call me Brad. It's fine. Whatever. I'll call him Carl. Oh, Johnny, it's a funny story.
Brad. Anything that rhymes with Carl Bradshaw.
It's a funny story, Johnny. So I came back to the States. I was at high school here, and I met one of my high school buddies. Eventually became a ranger and a battalion commander, and he and his kids went to Vicenza and were there, and they left a couple of years ago. And he came back, retired, and is living in St. Louis now, where I am. And he was over there, and I was like, yeah. And I was telling him, hey, that's where I was before I came to Missouri. I said, did you ever run into Johnny Kohut while you were over there? And he's like, yeah, I know Kohut. Because his kids went to school. Because his kids went to school there. It was Pat Wilkins. He was Colonel Wilkins. He was battalion commander of like the Rangers or something. He had like 3 or 4 kids that were there. So it was just the funniest thing.
See,
That's
That's
Johnny's-
amazing.
Johnny's
What?
brain is like looking at all his encyclopedias of
I
Vicenza
know.
history. He's
We
like,
have to go back. They've been here for
what
about
year
3
was
years,
that?
2 or 3
What
years
year?
now.
What day?
About 3 or
What
4
month?
years. So it's shortly after you went back. It's probably 2014, 2015. So it's a funny
Holy
story though.
cow.
Yeah, it was like the whole
Slipping,
circle
Johnny.
of life, like
Johnny,
different
you're
schools
slipping.
and everything.
I'm dying right now because I have no clue who Wilkins is.
So
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll
as
send
long
it to you
as
some
you
other
get it.
time. I'll send you a picture. You'll go, oh yeah, okay, I remember him or his kids. So I mean, it's probably he was just the parent. He was just probably the parent in the stands when you were coaching their kids, his kids or something. It's probably that.
I know who his kids are. Wilkins, his last name was Wilkins?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Now you're killing me.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, as long as he was
Don't worry
okay
about
with
Keep drinking. It'll
Yeah.
come
Don't worry
to
about
you.
it. We'll catch on to other stuff. So
It'll be
that's
2021
not
before
true
you know
Vicenza.
it.
That's when I change it.
Gina, let's drink.
Rick, I'm going down volleyball lane. Rick, what pop quiz? What was a funny memory you had of Kohut coaching us? What do you remember? What was the funniest?
Oh God, funny.
Or,
I-
or not funny?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Nothing was funny about Kohut coaching. That's it.
I mean, he was always busting my chops. I mean, so I don't know.
I remember Johnny tried to
Best
get all.
chops to bust.
We
Ricky
did-
Rossi used to have a bunch of funny stories about you on the volleyball. That's a good. That's another. If I could get a hold of him, he would have some stories.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess the biggest thing I remember is just his enthusiasm during the games, doing the pakyas and the luamais, and just he would just not get the team into it. He would get the our fan base into it, and it's just I think that's one of the reasons why so many people showed up to the games. I mean, we always had a packed, especially at home. We always had a packed stadium or a packed gym.
Stadium. I like that. Yes. stadium.
Aw.
No, Johnny was very intense, excited, but that's him. That's his personality.
Yeah.
In the sense that he was all in. And I mean, we were kids, so we were not tuned into the same level of intensity necessarily. Didn't mean we didn't focus, but we were more capable of flaking out when he was waiting to like win and game on. And it wasn't like he was a cutthroat coach who was all about the winning. It wasn't that at all. He had a really well made plan to orchestrate everybody, see the team, build, and we were successful. But we would zone out when he would go into detail. We would be like, paragraph 3, second page. Yeah, right. And he would wear the shortest shorts, and then he would squat in front of us, and we'd be like, dude, come on, no, please, we're listening, we're paying attention. What? Okay. We went to Sorella Ramonda, the department store, to buy stuff there, which was so important. It was, I don't know why, but it was a very important thing to do. We had to go there, get the same shoes, everybody get the same shoes.
got good
Team.
Yeah.
Being a team, right, Johnny?
I got discounts.
No, look, I mean, the color, look, the game of volleyball in a manual, reading the instructions and how it's played in the rules is one thing, but getting it orchestrated by someone with such colorful, view and strategy and everything that collectively Johnny had carried was a gift. You really didn't get that in a lot of the sports. I mean, okay, Drac and my dad, Mr. Pellerito, no slight to them at all, but I mean, we had routines, performances. We had Friday dress up day. The whole championship camaraderie was there. We're gonna wear boxers. They got to show out underneath our shorts. You had to, what color are you gonna wear? And like,
yeah, I remember we did like Bermuda style shorts one time. Yeah, and then they were like, no, you can't do that. You have to be the same. You have to be uniformed.
And Johnny brings out a boom box, and we had no idea style of music at the time until the day of our first game, and he had put together mixes probably at 3 a.m. the night, the same day. We didn't know what we were into, but all of a sudden we were into Salt and Pepper, Push It.
Salt and pepper.
It's what he had heard at the club that night before. So he put it on a mixtape and run it.
It always had Motown funk in it. We had Supersonic was another song.
Johnny.
Who would not want Salt and Pepper and Supersonic and all that lovely stuff?
It was a blast. It was
And
absolutely a blast. It was a blast. Just my recollection of that time, it was colorful. We had the advantage in the game. We had better athletes than any other school. So our talent, and then you had Ricky and Jamie that just had more passion for the game to start with. The rest of us were kind of new starters into the game, I think. And Rick, no disrespect, I don't recall if you were playing volleyball before this started.
No, never did.
Yeah.
Never
So we were just a bunch of kids, athletes, curious. And we were groomed by. That's right. Who Let the Dogs Out? That was another song that was played. But Johnny, and then he taught us our opening routine, our performance, like coming on, like seriously psyching out the other team. We just went along for the game, for the fun. It was really that kind of deal. And it was easy. We were very, persuadable.
What I remember about the routines is that he always incorporated all the technical drills that we did during practice. He actually incorporated it into the warm-up routine, for sprawling out and getting the balls and diving to the side and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's just
I went out and played in California with another Vicenza, Ed Mora, who would have been incredible on our team. Not that we won the championships. What else do you need another talent for? But beach ball in Redondo Beach, that there, like real ball playing in beach ball is very different. I was so structured to indoor volleyball that I lost I felt discombobulated because I couldn't play the style of beach ball. It's just two people against 2-on-2. Like the ball's like flying over my waist height. I open up to whoever's behind me. There's nobody there. Fuck. I'm like, Johnny, you taught me too
You're talking
well. I
volleyball.
don't understand what's going on in this game. Teach me, how do I play beach ball?
The
Anyway.
whole court.
Yeah. No, I love playing beach ball and 3-on-3, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. That was my favorite. That was good. Because you know, at that point, my height didn't really matter too much. It was just covering the court.
Which you did. So in college, I had a blast because of all that you shared with us, Johnny. It really carried me a lot. You know, you guys know what it's like. You go to a new school, you got to reestablish, recreate. And I never had the same kind of gumption or confidence that Johnny did, who, again, to this day, it's new people all the time, just always just matriculating him into the process. But in college in Germany, I became a referee. I learned to respect how difficult it was to call volleyball games, like how many things are happening in the moment of like a spike, seeing people across the net, hitting each other underneath the net. And you're like trying to make the best call, the right call. And it's all kind of happening at the same time. And it's like, wow, this is a really complicated game. And so, then I recruited teams. I went to college in northern New Hampshire, Plymouth State Division III, not Slippery Rock, and yeah, and I helped create a club team, and I used a lot of that what I missed from Vicenza from those 2 years of Kohut, and it meant a lot to the other people that I played with, and then a little sandbox beach ball there too, but. I mean, that was kind of the end of the era for me, obviously, 100 pounds ago. But it was fun. It was great to have that fundamental basis of understanding of the game, and it just showed that it was something you gave us that was more than just a coach. You got something to carry on year after year. So, and that's it. That's my ode to Johnny.
I've never heard one person say anything not other than they had a great time being under Johnny's tutelage as a coach, regardless of sport. It was everyone. It's always positive remarks, and they learned a lot and they loved it. So
yeah, Johnny.
Not to piggyback on it. Yeah,
he would wrap everybody in. You made a comment about it, Johnny. And Sean Kramer mentioned this at the volleyball reunion the podcast. It's at random. Another kid from Vicenza shows up, and Johnny's in downtown in the Piazza dei Signori, and it's just like, that's Johnny, and you go and you hang out, and he had this wave that you would just get a part of, you would just hook onto and just hold on for the ride. And that was it. It wasn't a crazy ride. It was a great ride. It was a fun ride. It was better than sitting at home on your ass doing fucking nothing. It was so fun. It was so much more enjoyable. And again, Vicenza to me is not the Vicenza of the past, and it wasn't the most amazing place in the world, but obviously we're here connected decades over decades over decades, and people like him are the catalyst that if he says he's going to be there, it just has a way of folding in many, many, many more people, and you just know that you don't have to question whether you're a part of a group or a groupie, whatever. You're just as well accepted as anybody else there. So back to you, John.
And that's why we would like to present you with this award.
that's right. Lifetime Achievement Award.
Prosecco.
That's right.
Have another glass.
Prosecco.
I have mine.
Yeah, but I mean, Gina, you 2 years there, and this is the connection, right? It's like decades later, it doesn't matter. It's still the same connection, and it's something that, like all of us can say, we don't have it with our other schools, or I could, it doesn't have the same, necessarily carry. It's different. So,
yeah.
But good times.
It was good times.
I mean, and even outside of that, I mean, I'll give you another example, Sean. It's like I hadn't seen Jenny in like forever. We'd swap some text messages. Like, I mean, honestly, since I think she was a counselor at Yezelo, and I was like going into 6th grade type of thing, like forever. But we knew who each other was, and we were swapping messages back and forth. And I came up to New York the very first time, and this was after reunion, and Johnny obviously was up there, and he was like that. You like feel that glue. Like, I know he was there to be able to say, that's him right there. He's okay. And so, and we had a great time. We was going out to dinners at the restaurants, but I knew again, you're right, it was that cohesive unit. So it was really great. So crossing
Definitely.
generations and crossing all classes.
And Johnny, I know this isn't intentional to make you, wonder of all the energy you've put out there in the world and so forth, but obviously you mean a lot to us, and I'm glad you could come on and do a podcast, in whichever way form. I was telling Gina before this one started, I'm like, see, it's different because like Gina's got 2 years, but yet still the connection decades later. Johnny's like, I've got to prepare. We're like, you can't pull out all those reference materials, all those encyclopedias, all those stories. You won't. That's a bigger homework assignment than anybody's ever had. You could talk about Gina's era. You could talk about our era. You can talk about whatever era, your era before. And it's like you covered the full thing. You're back full circle. And look, we're lucky to be able to do this kind of stuff here on Zoom. Just getting on a Zoom call. Like, it's funny how it can be such a pain in the ass to go, well, I don't know, that time doesn't work for me, that slot.
Yeah.
But you got Brad and Rick who showed up, and Skip who shows up from wherever he is, Bahamas, Barbados, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like Dominican.
DR.
Hey, just boom, boom. So
Yeah.
and that's the interpretation. We had left a story on the table with Teddy. Teddy and Johnny didn't know each other very well back then. My translation to Teddy is like, you'll understand them. It's just something that grows on you, and then you'll just understand it's there. And that, I think of Teddy and Johnny very much as the very influential people. Now, granted, my brother and I are doing a lot of this podcast stuff, which whatever. It's easy to hop on and talk smack about the old days, which is fun. And we're making millions. I got to tell you, millions.
Money. Send them over.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. I get it. A lot of people are very private, or they're just overwhelmed by the idea of what technology can do. And it's like, look, and I wish we could do one of these like New Year's things, like everybody and whoever's online come and join us. But when you get too many people on this thing, it just falls apart. Yeah, too many people trying to talk at the same time. It's just like, it's chaos. It's noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all
I
good.
don't need to talk. It's okay.
Johnny was quiet the whole time. He didn't say anything.
I was fine. So don't tell nobody.
Too funny.
No.
And I like that in the Zoom call, Johnny's name is 9-12H health/
P. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, that was weird.
It's your school account. It's your school
Yes.
ID. That's why.
I'm
That's
sure
what
it
you
is.
said.
912 health.
What's 9H? 9H is what? Is that your
High school.
homeroom?
9th grade on high school.
It says 9 to 12 health PE. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like the circles, whatever. Maybe it's just compressing letters.
Start your second bottle, Sean.
Let it go. Let's go, baby. Let it go. Ricky.
Prosecco!
what's up?
Prosecco!
Excuse me?
I want to know what's up with Ricky's long hair.
Hey, ever
COVID.
since the whole pandemic thing, I've been working from home. I was like, what's the point in getting a haircut?
I
So,
like it, Ricky. Keep it long. I
So,
like it.
so I'm just going with it. As a matter of fact, my oldest daughter just came home for the holidays from Texas, because she's going to college in Texas. I actually had a full grown goatee, and she doesn't like it. She's the only one between my wife and my other daughter that doesn't like my facial hair. So she asked me to shave, so I shaved. So I shaved yesterday. Yesterday I actually had a full goatee.
Hey, you're
Darn,
gonna
you just missed
like,
it.
get them all together and say, let's talk to Johnny, my godparent, because we're gonna talk about this, because that hair needs to get cut.
Yeah.
No.
No, I like it, Ricky. Keep it
Yeah.
long.
Once we get back to whatever normalcy is,
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
No.
So
You can
funny,
get that haircut.
funny story. We had nicknames.
You sound like my mom. Every time she sees me, she's like,
Yes,
you look ugly
I
and
know
disgusting and
Olga.
homeless. So you
I
need
know
to
Olga
shave
very
and
well.
get a haircut.
I know better. You bet. I don't have me come over and slap you, because I will.
So
Well, I try to use I try to use that as motivation to get my mom to come visit me. It's like, whenever you come visit me, I'll get a haircut and I'll shave.
Aw.
No, but I will.
so
You
Gina,
Mr.
Gina,
Chops.
funny story, side story about Rick. He he's not Mr. Social Media, but podcast stuff, he'll come out of the woodwork and join, right? And I appreciate that.
Yes, that's
His
good.
wife is the social media. So if I need to reach him, I just ping her
Okay.
on Facebook. And so the recent story, which is a cute one, we all had nicknames back in Vicenza with the volleyball team.
Oh God, here we go.
Johnny, do you remember Rick's nickname?
I don't know.
Well, it wasn't Rico Suave. Or was it?
No.
What was it?
Menudo.
Menudo.
Menudo, that's right, menudo.
So here's the funny, right? I can imagine the story going on, right? They're probably, TV room, living room, whatever, watching the show, and somehow wife finds out he had a nickname, and she's like, I'm gonna find out what that is. So she's probably badgering him, trying to figure it out, guessing, trying to, and she has a different view of her husband or whatnot. And then all of a sudden at random, she hits me up on Facebook and is like, what was Rick's nickname in Vicenza? That's where, and Rick starts sweating bullets and he's like, oh shit.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't remember, like, again, I go to Johnny for that level of succinct detail. And I guessed it by luck. And I think I was chatting with Rick at the same time. I don't know. And I said, I think it was Menudo. And she laughed hysterically.
Oh my gosh.
2 levels. She loved it. And she now had like this extra secret to throw at him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could see him in a different way. Like, oh, what's up, Menudo?
She doesn't let me live it down. She actually starts out singing some of the songs, just to shut me up.
Happened.
That's awesome.
In defense of Menudo, I will again say, out of all the years I've coached, homie, the smallest kid I've ever had, Hispanic, the whole works, hardest worker. I'm not talking about white folks. I'm talking about Hispanic.
Don't be racist at all here. Go ahead. Specify.
He was one of my best athletes who I would say jump and he would jump. I would say how many feet, he would say it. Okay, I'll do it. I never had a problem with that. And so I think his parents honored that. And I enjoyed the fact that I was able to coach him.
Well, Johnny, the discipline and the determination that you gave me early on in high school, I actually carried that same mentality and attitude throughout my career in the Marine Corps. And it's actually what helped me to be successful and become part of really who I am. The successes that I had was because of the foundation that you instilled in me back then. I was a very problematic child. I was not an easy person to get along with. I got in trouble quite a bit.
No,
but yeah, but the discipline and drive that you instilled within me actually set the foundation to what I built upon the rest of my life. So thank you very much for that.
Wow, that's wonderful.
that was good.
And it's great that Rick got that story.
And even throughout my Marine Corps career, I had extreme successes throughout my Marine Corps career. That attitude and drive that Sean mentioned, that you instilled within me. And this is hard for me to say because I don't like talking about myself, but just to give credit to the influence that you had in me, I'll say this is that when I was in boot camp, I was the second smallest person in a company of 300 plus recruits. I graduated with honors. I had the highest physical fitness score in the company. I went on to all my different follow-on trainings to graduate with honors, and all I ever did was just applied that mentality of I remember you telling me that, you're small, you're short, and unless you give your whole heart and absolutely everything that you have, there's no way that you're going to make it, and that's exactly what I did. Everything I ever did was I gave my all. And it carried on throughout my career and helped me be the success that I turned out to be.
It's an awesome story.
That's wonderful. Wow.
Ching, Prosecco,
Ching,
Prosecco, Bacardi, and
I got Prosecco and his Bacardi.
Ricky, what did you do in the Marines?
I ended up being an aircraft mechanic for the first 15 years, working on F-18s, engines, fuel systems, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow.
And then I became a warrant officer and became an aircraft maintenance engineering officer.
Warrant officer.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I ended up retiring as a Chief Warrant Officer 3, just shy of 22 years in service. And now I'm currently working in aviation logistics for the Navy, pretty much doing the same thing that I was doing as an aviation officer.
Okay. That's awesome.
So what are you, GS 12, 13, what?
I'm at 12 right now.
Okay, let's get on over to Italy. Come on.
yeah, Rick, stop taking all the slime-light.
Yeah, but Ricky, we gotta do something with that hairdo.
Johnny's just
In
jealous.
due time, in due
Johnny,
time.
I got
Johnny wants
no
some of
hair.
that hair. Johnny
Look,
wants.
Leave his hair alone.
Hey, I
Johnny,
have
you're just
no hair.
jealous.
Ricky, I have no hair. That's it.
That's why you're jealous, Johnny. You need some.
Not even the jealous part. I just feel Ricky looks good when he's shortcut.
Johnny doesn't have a forehead. He's got
Hey,
a
I'm honoring the menudo look, okay? I mean,
Right.
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 Right now, you tell your wife that. Says, okay, I'm talking to Johnny now. He's busting my chops. Okay. Unbelievable.
Oh man. I gotta tell you, these podcasts really suck. You know.
I know. You're not getting nobody else on. What's wrong with you?
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to DJ my way around here. So, you know, I'm filtering, I'm qualifying.
You're lucky I even know about doing this Zoom shit.
I know 9 through 12 health.
It's a lot to do learning how to do this shit.
Are you teaching on Zoom, right? Are you doing?
No, I'm teaching on Hangouts.
On what?
I do
Google.
Hangouts or meeting or something like that. And if not, we do classrooms.
How do you do health and
What,
PE?
Google Classroom?
But no, wait, hold on now. Vicenza is the only school in Dodea right now that's actually brick and mortar at the school teaching.
Oh, that's
What?
good.
Kids are at school.
We are in school. We
Yeah,
actually,
my girl's in school, brick and mortar. Yep.
yeah,
MR.
that's
But-
good. This is the big thing.
But I remember
in Dodea, in Italy area, in how do you call it, in Europe, in Europe, Vicenza is probably the only school who's actually has been in brick and mortar and not gone virtual
That's good.
since when we graduated in June. Yeah, when we came back online, everyone tried to get online, and people got like whatever, COVID, this, that, whatever, and so Vicenza is the only school right now. So,
Hey, Johnny, where do they do the graduations now at Vicenza?
excuse me.
Where do they do the graduations now at Vicenza?
So the last few years we've been doing to the new theater, the new comunale, the communal theater, downtown Vicenza. So, and that's on the other side of town. We don't do it in Vicenza at the Teatro Olimpico no more.
Yeah.
It's too small. We have over 60 graduates. They can only do
The chances, the opportunities of Vicenza.
I know. And I was lucky for the last 6 years to be the senior sponsor, and not doing it this year, which is fine, but interesting because we're going through a lot of turmoil. So we're hoping that when we come back in the 4th, we'll see what's up. We have a half days, 4th, 5th, and 6th of January.
John, I'm gonna have to boogie. So this was impromptu. I didn't carve this time out, so I've got to go.
Go work hard.
Days. Johnny, always a pleasure.
Ciao,
Sean,
man.
thanks for inviting me. We had never met, but nice meeting you, the powers of Vicenza. So
Yeah.
Gina, next time you're in Phoenix, right? Still?
Yeah.
right, next time in town, let's try to work it out.
Okay,
I know you-
definitely.
I think you stood me up last time because you had to go to bed at 7:30 or
I
something.
know. I told that is so pathetic. It was on a work night.
Pathetic.
It's so pathetic. I am so sorry, Carl. I'm such a loser.
Yeah, I
All right.
get it. So no problems. Ciao, buona everybody.
one more.
Take care.
I'll see you next year.
Of course, John. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Rick, I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
you
felt
heard-
so bad about that.
did you
Carl,
guys know
come.
Carl
Huh?
Carl was on Jeopardy? Did you know that?
What?
Yes,
No, I
he
didn't.
was. He
No
was.
way.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is hilarious. You watched
He's a
it?
sharp guy. He wicked pisser. He was up there with Alex Trebek, God rest his soul.
No way. Oh
He
my
was
God.
famous.
I'm
Famous
talking
How
guy.
did he
about
do?
Boston for Ricky. Ricky, you remember Boston, right?
Yes, sir. I remember going to the bar, parking my car, and having some water.
Yeah, you should go to Dunks. Go to Dunks, get a coffee. You
Give
know?
him 2 seconds.
Sean, how come you don't have the accent? I don't hear you Boston accent at all.
You know, I barely have it. My,
You don't have it at all.
my wife, so did you ever watch the movie Ted? Mark
Yes.
Wahlberg and
Yeah.
Teddy Bear. Do you
Yeah.
know Teddy Bear? He's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's where my wife's from. So whenever that shows up on well, we obviously own it now, but I'm always like,
Yeah.
that's where you're from, honey.
Did you meet your wife in Boston?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's from there, born and raised?
Yeah. We
Oh.
we used the caste system. I think it was Plenty of Fish or one of those fun.
Oh,
dating-
really?
She aggressively attacked me online.
And why not?
We had a great connection from the get-go. So it was
Aw.
it's like, we did everything backwards intentionally, I think. Fuck the naming, you're going out and all that stuff. I meet the family at a funeral and stuff. And
Oh, really?
yeah, we dated for a long time. I mean, dating, whatever. It sounds like you're timing it or something.
Yeah.
We together, we were living together instantly and happily. And, and the next thing you know, like somewhere along the lines, 10 years or whatever, it feels like 10 years, forever, eternity. No, we were together for, I don't know, 7 years or so. And it's just like someone said the comment like your girlfriend. And I was just like, that just sounds so wrong, especially like hitting 50 in my book, in my mind. I'm like,
Right.
Oh,
like, let's just, we both were divorcees. So we enjoyed that.
Okay.
That torturous process,
Yeah.
the attorney legal system, and then decided,
Johnny, it's
all right,
over. Honey, it's
Yeah.
over.
damn
There
bottle
ain't no
is
drop
out.
coming out of there.
Nothing's going out now, baby, but I got this shit.
So
Okay.
anyway, Johnny, this is about me.
Yeah, it's about Sean.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Mute yourself.
You can pee under the table and back in that bottle.
I'm done did that. It was over. Anyway.
So anyway, no, but so Andrea and I, we've had a great connection from day one. So that was it. Just you a million dates out there online, and the compatibility thing is important, and we hit it off from day one. So grateful, appreciative, and all that.
Yeah.
And she's gotten a chance to meet Vicenza folk.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I was
Johnny.
there.
Yeah, we introduced Johnny to the secret world in Hell's Kitchen, New York City. Introduced him to it.
Oh,
Gave him
really?
the key to the kingdom. So he runs off, and then we get to hang out with Jenny. And then we have a great time. We go to this place called Arriba Mexican restaurant. Just an awesome place.
This is in New York?
Yeah. And then anyway, she's met a lot of people from Vicenza, and then we went back to Vicenza a couple of years ago. One of the best parts of the bucket list items for her was, first of all, we flew into Rome, and then we took the speed train up to Verona. We stayed in Verona, and we went to a concert in the not the Coliseum, the
Arena.
arena. Yeah, arena, Coliseum, whatever. So we got to see Aida, or one of these big massive operas that all the Germans fly down from Germany to come. So you're sitting out there in that open area, and
Oh, how cool.
it's like our first real Italian meal, and it was just like bucket list. for her. It was just like, this is phenomenal. And the concert was great. Everything was just awesome. So
That's awesome.
yeah. Then we spent a few days in Venice. It was funny trying to download all the stuff. I was recording everything, just constantly recording it and then sharing it out and so forth for everyone else's fun. But we had a great time. We basically went bar hopping in Venice. I realized Venice is an international city. It's not the Italians anymore. I mean, they're still around, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's Venice. You go to Venice to do whatever you want in Venice. It was kind of a rainy day. We still had a blast. You start getting into that real authentic Italian food, and it's just like, this is good. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So and then
I remember
COVID
Venice
away.
Christmas time with you, Johnny. Do you remember that? With
Yes.
Scott
Munich.
Klebb, right? Scott
Which one?
Klebb.
Scott Club, yes.
Was it?
Yeah. Are you looking on your phone? Are you paying attention?
I'm just
No, he is not.
what about Scott Club?
Yeah, we started out early in the morning drinking and didn't leave till like late at night. Oh my gosh, drank the entire day. It was
Really
fun.
work.
Yeah, it was fun.
But we went to many places. We went to Munich together.
Oh man.
Wait, we went to Munich? Oh yeah, we went to Munich. I
How
remember.
do you not remember? We were in a
I remembered.
prison plots.
Doesn't matter.
Hello.
It's the
I
company,
remember that
Johnny.
now.
It's not the place.
Yeah. That was when my brother was living over in
You
Landstuhl.
met your brother there? Yes.
Mhm. Yeah. Do you remember my brother Sean?
No, I don't remember you,
No.
Gina.
Yeah. Good answer.
No, I didn't. I honestly don't remember you had a sister or a brother. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember Gina Lewis.
Yeah. Dina was in your brother's class, in Lenny's class. My brother was like young. I don't think, yeah, my brother was way young. So yeah, we went to go visit him over there. And that's when Derek, did we see Derek that same trip, Johnny? Derek was living over there. Derek Gould.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh, gosh. So
But
funny
not
when
in
you go to-
Germany. Though. We wouldn't have seen him in Germany.
Done it.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, then I saw, no.
So what's
Must have- I don't know.
2021? Let's
Yeah.
bring this
All right.
around.
So here's what's going on in Vicenza. They're building a new high school. So hopefully by 2022, we will be all connected. High school, middle school, elementary school in Villaggio. The problem is a lot of the fooderies is going to have a problem unless they're going to have some extras on the base. Because right now, a lot of the kids are going off campus to do the commissary, the other food places, the food courts and stuff, besides the actual cafeteria. So that's where we're at. Hopefully the new gym and facilities will be greater, that we can actually host things and do wonderful things. But
Like-
otherwise,
Vicenza reunion at the hotel in Vicenza.
let's do Vicenza reunion. Tell everybody.
Let's do it.
2007, 10 years later, 2017. We're at 2020, 22. It's time.
Johnny, you need to register your house on Airbnb so that we can
Yeah.
figure out.
All just need to text-
Look, you can give us a family discount, and I don't care, €1 or $1, but you
My
because
house, all you gotta do is show up.
can you imagine all of us showing up with our families and being like, "Hey,
Yay.
we get the floor."
Hey, we could eat all
You
his
get the
food like
balcony.
we used to do.
First dibs.
First
Yeah,
come,
but
first served.
we need a little planning. It's a little big
Now-
investment to make it over there.
Hey, little Ricky knows.
You show up at the door and it's like, "Oh, okay, we missed. Oh well, let me go find another place."
Little Ricky will know. I'm not sure if he told his wife about all of me, but that's the way it goes.
What does that mean?
I know that sounds pretty.
I'm crazy. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Buddy.
You know, you gotta forewarn your wife. Okay, look, we're going over to see Johnny. He's crazy, but that's the way it is.
Thank God.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain you to my son.
Yeah. How do you explain me?
You don't. You just say, "Hey, it's going to be a fun ride." Just
Yeah. Hold on tight.
Yeah. Ricky, what do you say to your wife?
He's the wild
It's
one.
Johnny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but she doesn't know me. And what about your kids? They don't know me.
No, but I can see Rick's wife being like, I love this guy. I love this Kohut guy. Why haven't you showed him to me sooner? No, she'll show up thinking Godfather. Right now, Rick, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know how much I mean, obviously the stories have probably been told over the years, but I mean, Johnny probably sounds like an awesome, amazing guy, but I know that, I got to imagine in comparison, Rick and his wife, she's the more outspoken one and he's the more reserved one. So and he's watching and she's going to be, so she's going to, pick up on Kohut and be like, we're off. Like, okay, Rick,
Right.
stay home, with the girls. I'm going out with Johnny.
Yeah, my wife's a social butterfly. I mean, she gets out and about and she befriends just about anyone. And she's definitely my better half.
Yeah.
The little bit of a social life I do have is because of her.
Yeah. Aw.
She able to handle me or not?
Yeah. She's
Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys are cut from the same cloth.
She's pretty much a nutcase and
Oh,
she
we
does it
would
all
love
without
her.
alcohol or any other influence too. So I mean,
Well, you gotta let her know about Johnny.
So his wife is the type of person that knows life is short and lives every day. I don't know.
Okay,
All I see from days, my sense of her, I feel like I have a sense of what she's like in like the Menudo story. I could just because I talk to Rick about it. He's like, Sean, man, no, you crushed it. I'm gonna need years to get out of this. And I can just see how much she loved it. It was just too good to kind of know this. So I just know that she'll hit it off with Kohut in seconds.
Oh, for sure.
Like if we bring her to a reunion, if we have one, even a small one or whatever, people would be like, what class was she in?
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
awesome. Johnny, have you met his wife?
Never.
Never. Okay.
I only saw him in Venice.
So it's
Kohut,
time.
the one that travels the world, makes it sound like Rick's been holding her back from him, right?
Yes.
The shift.
It's all about Ricky.
well, Sean's met my wife when I lived in the outskirts of Boston.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, it was great. It was just one random visit, hanging out, and then all of a sudden, she was sharing some recipes and spices, and I was just like, she's good. I like her.
We like her.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. No, anyway, so 2021, we got what's going on in Italy. Johnny's going to come visit and tell us the day before what his calendar itinerary looks like.
Yeah.
We won't give you a chance to negotiate because it's already put in stone. What about you, Gina? What's going on in Arizona? What do you think 2021 looks like?
It looks a lot better than it does this year. Yeah, I think it'll be a better year, I work for a dentist, so we got hit with it pretty hard.
I just
A
got
dentista.
I just got my teeth cleaned.
Oh, good, because I know you needed it.
Oh!
Remember when I cleaned your teeth that one time?
The
my
best
God.
clean.
I'm like, yeah. So no, 2021. I'm looking forward to it. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to seeing Johnny Coconuts too.
Yes, I'm coming.
How about
He's
you, Rick?
coming.
What's
The whole
Florida?
family.
What's 2021 for Rick Ortiz look like?
Well, I have my youngest is going to graduate from high school and move on to college,
Wow.
and my oldest, she's going to graduate from college, and who knows what she's going
Where?
to go
What
from there.
college? What college? What college?
Slippery Rock, of course.
Yeah, University of North Texas.
North Texas.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, she's a music education major.
Well, good for
Cool.
You know what? Tell her to get. We have connections to Dodds, so if you want to get her to maybe if there's a slot open over in any of these military bases as a teacher, we got the right connections for you.
Yeah.
Dave did
Yeah,
just
very true.
Administrator. We'll do a podcast. We'll talk about how do you network. We'll bring your daughter on.
Tell your young
Yeah.
one that's
I'm serious.
graduating, go to Slippery Rock. It's the best venue.
Johnny, look, if there was a referral kickback, I'd understand your level of enthusiasm. Like Tesla car drivers get unlimited electric miles for every referral, whatever. But you're like, you don't even get a sweater from that place, and you keep talking about it.
You know what? I was there for Christmas last year. I bought over $500 worth of clothes. I got all the recruiting information for our college fair. They love me. That's all I gotta say. The Rock.
Of course they do. I'm sure they do.
Very cheap, great school, $20,000 a year.
I doubt that. That was maybe back in the 80s.
Right now, 20,000 or less.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, room and board, out of state.
It's so funny how many kids went to Slippery Rock just because Johnny
Yeah,
called
tons from my era.
Johnny's like, Slippery Rock, Slippery Rock, Slippery Rock. People are like, I can go to Slippery Rock. Rick had a good chance and got some sense put into him. He's like, okay.
But he was smart.
I'm picking another avenue.
I got in-state residency tuition. So
Marines, I don't know why.
better. So,
Oh man.
for me,
Vince, I love you.
2021 will be whatever it's going to be. I like being a beacon and for Vicenza. I like kind of connecting, obviously, with everybody. And yeah, I'm glad I'm past the Advent calendar, sharing all those beers, wines. Trying to, detox, I guess. Not that it was that much, but we're a non-drinker every day having a beer. Is
Not us.
But I hope that it does open up, and sooner, faster than we all hope and know. And I really can't wait to get back to Italy. And Johnny, either way, whether it's in New York City or even if you come up to Boston, you're obviously welcome here. But I look forward to going to Italy, and hopefully our paths cross. It would be great to see you and share that part of life. I enjoy showing my son a part of my world that he's never seen, and it's special. He's hooked on Italian food. We do the best we can with that kind of introduction. So
That's cute.
Talk Italian.
we do, but it's the same thing with my use of it. It's barely used around here, so
You gotta keep going.
I can't talk to strangers just because they
No,
speak
you
Italian.
just have to keep
know?
talking Italian. They'll
It's
pick
like,
it up.
look, so yesterday at the supermarket, and we're not talking supermarket like the open market. This is like a store. Two guys working in the produce aisle speaking Italian, Francesco and somebody else. I had that Johnny-ism to want to go and talk to them and just start shooting the shit in Italian.
Yeah.
I would have done it.
I'm not going
You
to.
need to. That's the whole point.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'll skip that. I'll just watch YouTube videos of.
No, you just need to go and say, "Hey, I'm from Italy. What's going on?"
Gina, you watched it, right? Rick, I don't know if you've seen it. I was in Positano yesterday.
Right. I just saw it today.
It's like the quality is awesome. I did get a new TV, 4K, so I'm like, oh.
Oh.
It's therapy, man. It's
So wait,
like,
you weren't really there. This wasn't
no,
really a
not
video.
at all.
Okay.
Not at all. That's the joke.
Okay.
That's because it looks like nobody's paying attention to wearing a
Right.
mask, right? Or actually, I went to Sicily, where Sicily is one of my destinations I'd like to get to.
Okay.
And they're wearing masks in Sicily, so this recording was a lot more recent. But they're doing the usual, mask to here. I'm like,
Yeah,
it
under
doesn't
the like
fucking
the
matter
nose.
if you're fucking not wearing it, asshole. Wear the goddamn mask. But I was more in love with the fact that was an open market and everybody was selling tuna, and I love tuna. Love tuna.
Oh.
I'm just like, and everybody says no, Sicily's Italian food is much better. I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me this sooner? I wanted to go to Sicily. I never got to go to Sicily when I was over there.
Oh.
None
I've
of the
never been there
trips.
either.
I would have joined Chorus just to go to fucking Sicily.
Yeah, I got to go in 2008 before I went to Iraq.
Wow.
I've never been. Anyway,
Yeah, I haven't either.
so I can't wait to get back. And, I hope that, everybody has it's been a fucked up year. I've seen people die around us. I've seen Vicenza people die around us. Some COVID, some not. I've seen some people make it through, and I'm grateful for that. It's just been, to be grateful and saying it that way, it's an understatement, because pandemics in the prior centuries killed people for years. And we're
Right.
like complaining about wearing a mask and getting out
Right.
of the house. And it's like, look, be grateful. Your worst
Right.
part is deciding what to watch on TV.
Right.
And stay with your family. So,
Right.
sorry, I didn't know that was too hard for you to figure out that was a benefit. So
Yeah.
I hope, and I say it, I think there will be lots of people traveling. Tourism will go off the roof, off the chain. And I'm optimistic that things will be a lot better for us. So
Yeah, definitely. We're ready for it, right?
can't wait. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can wait. I will wait. I'm not, no
Yeah.
need to get COVID. I'll get the vaccine when it comes, whatever. Just,
Yeah.
but we'll probably do another podcast before you know it. So
Yeah.
for all
Yeah.
intents and purposes, I don't have any more in here. So
have
I'm going to
some.
say empty cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Podcast. Thank you so much for coming on.
Sean, thank you so much for having us. You do such a good job at these. It's fun.
I'm awesome. No, I'm just kidding.
You're so awesome. We love
you are.
you. We love
Thanks,
you.
guys. Love you guys too.
Hey, wait, hold on. Ricky, cut your hair. It's time.
Ricky, don't listen to him. Let it grow. Let it grow.
Tell everybody we're still alive in Vicenza. We're doing well.
Who's we?
Everybody, as
Johnny?
soon as we can leave and move, let's all get together for a reunion.
Absolutely.
Done.
Sounds good.
Done.
Ciao,
Done
guys.
and done.
See you next
Love
year.
you. Ciao.
All right.
Ciao.
Ciao.